Hachi, yeah.
All right. Hello and welcome everybody to another edition of Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition, episode 31, coming to you live with some good-ass BBTAG action, as always, here at WNF on the PC platform for this week's bracket. Have a decent showing of players tonight, 19 people if my numbers are correct, and we quality, quantity, it's all going to be here in the bracket. But of course, before we get into all of that, there are some introductions that need to be made. First up is yours truly, TO bracket runner and host for WNF Online Edition BBTAG, as always, Master Cheap. And with me on the mic here in the commentators booth are two wonderful commentators we've had time and time again, but very rarely together. First up is, you know him, you love him, Midori, one that has been given some wonderful analyses into a lot of matches that we've had for WNF, and also for Sword Kirby, aka Podge, one we've seen time and time again for PC especially, and always glad to have him on the mic. How are you both doing tonight?
I am doing fantastic. Thanks for having me on the mic, Chief. It's always good to be back on the BB tag, and honestly, I'm excited because not only did Evo have a really good showing with all the players that went, but we also have a lot more brackets going on. What with the new beginner bracket going on that happened on Monday, we had the announcement of IF's thing that's going to go on later in October. Check the chat for that, smile. And we're showing even bigger numbers, like you mentioned earlier, just a little shy of 20, and that gives me a lot of hope for the rest of the bracket. What about you, Podge? What do you think about it?
For sure, people are raring and rearing to play some BB tag. No doubt, in part due to getting ready for big events like CEO Taco happening later next month. But yeah, we've got a prime showing out here today. 19 entrants in total. A lot of older, stronger players, but also some new people who have picked up the game recently, or at least appear to have, and also looking to make an impression. One of which we're going to have is Pixel Traveler, a recent new addition to our brackets, and Hachi. So yeah, a rare Teddy player, Teddy Adachi, yeah.
Rare is definitely the way I put it, but I feel like that team is inherently strong enough as is to where the weirdness of Teddy wouldn't exactly play too far into it. But then again, you have a team like Susan Hockerman on the other side that you can't really make a lot of mistakes against. So I'm not really sure how Pixel Traveler wants to go about the neutral here. Maybe just play it as lame as possible, force Hachi to get annoyed, and just go from there to force him to make bad decisions. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, there's always something you can do when you got a hit scan, and Teddy 5P, and we're gonna get right into it. Starting with Hakumen Point, trying to cut projectiles right away, and trying to lock down right away. Cool. Gives him a nice 4P up the gut, and already he's getting in there.
Yeah, isn't able to stabilize a hit very well here, but we are consistently forcing some pressure. Good knockdown, wasn't able to get too much with it, and is evidently trying to bait some burst as far as I'm able to tell, but not able to make too much out of it, just going to be calling assist. Oh yeah, nice recognition, but unfortunately was a little too disadvantageous to do anything with it. Nice recognition with the 6B to pick up there.
Yeah, getting to see the synergy that Adachi always brings when your character goes high up, doesn't have a lot of ways to bring them back down. Adachi 6B is always there for you. So is 5C when you need to mix up in the clutch, but so is Susan 6B. That was funny.
I like the swap to the Susan there so that Hoffman didn't take the full damage. Keeps the character in the running here, but it doesn't look like it's going to really matter too much because we're going to be spending the bar to kill out the Susan, and solo Hawkman going to be forced to play this neutral here. And Hawkman's not exactly known for his good neutral, especially in a game like this. Missed the confirm on the double 4P there, but just gonna get command grab. I couldn't see that, could you?
No, there was personas coming through. I think if I was the Hakumen, I'd be too busy trying to see what item was being thrown at me. I'd be like, oh look, there's a nice drink coming my way, and then I'd get gripped. So yeah, Pixel Traveler definitely has the shell, the game plan running with this team. Definitely seemed to be frustrating Hachi, even though Hachi got a few good hits, wasn't able to capitalize like you might see from Hakumen 2. And we're getting a switch a little bit faster. Those counters from Hakumen weren't quite doing, I think, what Pixel Traveler wanted, or what Hachi wanted to do against this particular setup.
Yeah, agreed. The funny thing about playing against new players that come to bracket is that you have to learn how they play, and that can be a obscenely difficult thing to do in a first to 3 format, or even like a first to 4, because you don't have a lot of time to really think about what their options are. You just kind of have to go off what they did. And I think Hachi's going to have a lot of trouble with that, especially if they're not able to use this team to their advantage. But it seems like they're doing fine for now. Just moving around the toys, trying to keep this Teddy as far into the corner as possible. Nice counter hit, finally able to get a consistent hit here. Going to be able to get the knockdown into the 50-50.
Yeah, the damage isn't too great here, but we're going to be able to get some nice lockdown, start up the ground the Viper pressure, and just bust out. The Bear Screw is something that Hachi's been having a hard time navigating around, but doesn't matter. Managed to get the kill. Ooh, and 2-hit. JB putting Adachi worse for wear.
Yeah, and was able to get a nice confirm here as well. Probably can't kill? Oh no, never mind. That's
Absolutely
definitely
can kill, man. That 2.5 cross slash is coming through. Just built up all that meter when we weren't looking, I guess. So
yeah, it turns out when you're on the offense for a really long time, you tend to build quite a bit of meter.
Yeah.
So being able to utilize it in a situation like that is definitely going to put Hachi on the board here. I think the team didn't really make a difference, though, honestly. I don't really see how Narukami did anything differently than Hakumin, but maybe that's just because they both...
Yeah, what I'm seeing is that he's actually able to land a hit. Before with Hakumin, he was struggling to get the Adachi and Teddy to block, and using, Narukami's active 5A and J, he's actually been able to keep them pinned down and definitely get the party started.
That's true. The fuzzy blocking JA is probably one of the 7 mysteries of BBTAG because of how difficult it can be. So I can understand why that would be the case. I like the idea to try and poke at that. Unfortunately, 4 jumped to bait the burst. Didn't get anything from that. We're just going to be forcing as much pressure here as possible, calling the assist and getting the Susan in, putting this Teddy in quite the precarious situation.
Yeah. Pickle Traveler just taking the throw, doesn't take that much damage, luckily. Adachi 5P trying to stop the onslaught, but at this point you're just feeding resources. Yep, manages to grab the item, and what a dangerous item toss! Oh, Barrel's coming to save the day.
There's so many things going on with this kind of character that it's always difficult to really pin them down, especially in the neutral, where if you're not cognizant of the item placement at all times, any neutral advancement you could have had can lead to death, but thankfully we don't have to worry about that with a much simpler character like Adachi. So we're gonna go ahead and oh my god!
Cross slash! Still gonna be alive, you gotta hold this easy. He's not gonna DP? Wasn't confident in the startup. Getting the air unblockable in time. We got a block. There's so many hits. Highs, lows, pick a throw. That Teddy's gonna be gone, I think. As long as he doesn't. Oh, he bursts out. Going to sacrifice Adachi and stay, except there's another drop combo.
Yeah, just gonna keep it simple here. Go for the unblockable. Spend out all the cash. Not even gonna bother going for the full combo here, just to make it as safe as possible. Gonna get the Adachi off the board and make the Teddy quite a bit more manageable as a result.
Yeah, definitely Teddy, not the Residence comeback character you would normally think of. Here comes another hard to blockable. And builds up that bar just in time. We're gonna get JC cross slash. The investigation team is still alive?
Yeah, not a kill just yet. That super does have a lot of minimum damage, but it isn't really going to make a difference. Well, we don't get it confirms like that. Nice push block, but still gets caught by that persona. That's some day one shit right there. You got to block.
The Narukami privilege. Only very few characters in the game after, you push block their first button can say, nah, man, you still got to hold all of this. Narukami 5A being chief among them and his notable button. So yeah, Pickle Traveler in the hole right now. Let's see what they can do to bring it back. I definitely think navigating around the Narukami a little bit better is something I'd like to see. He's been kind of fading back with Adachi and hoping he runs into an Azio, but Pickle Traveler's have been a lot more Hachi's been a lot more diligent with this team as far as just keeping everything in front of him.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing I'm noticing from Pixel Traveler is that they're trying to be very preemptive with how they move about things. I think if they were just waiting and do a situation like that, where they'd be able to pick something up, it would go a lot better for them, because what Hachi's doing isn't necessarily mixing them up. You can see right here, he's just going for the lockdown to force you to block, and he definitely did
the active switch. And luckily it's not an amazing Susan combo. DP's out, tries to get something started. Nope. partner gate for CC, so he's gonna have to try to run something solo. And
Yeah, no, you can't do that with Zeodine. That super has 0 in-ball once it starts up. But
Dark Time took no damage from that as well. Not the best super trade in the world. Oh, here comes the toys. Oh no.
We're not reacting to the 40 frame cross-up here, but it's okay. We're gonna... Oh, okay. Living. Oh, that could have been huge. I think they were scared of the toy, maybe?
Yeah.
Good shit, good shit. DP to
Pixel Traveler has brought this decisively in his favor.
The net play classic. I hate it when people do that.
Just react, man.
So true.
The man, that was a that one cross combo sequence where Hachi got hit like 3 times. That definitely was a huge turnaround point. I'm not even sure if you guys Pixel Traveler what the game plan was there, what exactly happened, but one thing I noticed that he was able to cycle those Teddy items, and once you get past the early ones, there's some real good ones back there. Red Toy, the meter drinks, the barrel, and Smart Bomb also coming into play.
Agreed. Yeah, you could really look at Teddy's item tosses as a win condition of sorts because of how difficult they can be to deal with. Nice active swap into the DP, but unfortunately he was not able to stabilize into the 2B to bait the burst, and is going to be paying for it with a bunch of damage here. Gonna be carrying and rotating a bunch of items here. Gonna be putting him in the corner. Oh, whiff on the meaty. Gonna be able to get the full confirm, thankfully. Carry them all the way to the corner. This is potentially a dead Teddy if they don't guess right on this Oki here. Nice block? Yeah, just super immediately. Oh, okay, didn't even do anything with that.
Yeah, didn't have the bar quite in time to do a full DHC combo. So instead we're going to get back to the neutral, and this is not how you want to do it. IAD in into getting tapped low, meter advantage decisively in Hachi's favor. You have to hold all of this for a hot minute. Unless
maybe a little... I was thinking it might have been a little too high on that super, but I always forget my character's ridiculously active on that, but it doesn't matter too much. Gonna be able to interestingly spend the bar there. I really think they could have killed if they kept that 4th bar on deck, but it worked out. We still got the Oki situation. Putting Pixel Traveler in a really precarious sit. Oh my god.
It's okay, Dark Tommy recovers super fast. Get the protagonist privilege out there.
Oh no, I think you were sitting. What?
Everyone forgetting the specifics of Adma Smasher. And Hachi did not get robbed. Avoided the bank fraud.
Yeah. Okay,
secure. The goods are still in the vault. He's gonna take it and move on to winners quarterfinals.
Yeah, he definitely secured the win. There were definitely a lot of little fumbles there that ultimately caused him a lot of damage. Like that 4th game where the 5C whiffed and he tried to whiff punish on reaction, but just got hit by the DP after. Or this game right here, randomly DPing after blocking the Azio so that they get hit by the super. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it was a push block attempt, but I don't really know why you'd want to push block there. I don't know. Reasonings are an enigma sometimes. You got nerves.
You got the macro on there, and you want to take a defensive options. And sometimes, man, you're just putting yourself in the hole. So, yeah, but good job by Hachi to secure it out. I definitely think one thing I noticed in the last game, no drop Susanoo combos. Definitely was able to keep the party train rolling. And hopefully we keep that going as he moves on in bracket.
Yeah, agreed. And while he moves on in bracket, we're going to move on to our next match, Mr. Eater and Bumba Chunga. Okay, we've spoken about both of these players quite a bit. Mr. Eater, we all know the Izayoi fanboy. The guy that really likes to make that character work. I think he's been working on a pocket Adachi Yumi too, but I don't think he's busted it out that often. Well, I guess we'll have to see when they bop into the room. But
Everyone knows the Adachi Yumi, oh man.
I would not be surprised.
Such a novelty, yeah. But ice characters are big. Bumba himself has an ice character, and Labyrinth Jin, we've seen them bring this out before. I'm gonna be honest, I've not seen them play recently, but what are your thoughts on how they might match up in this scenario?
That's an interesting question because I feel as if Mr. Eater is a very particular player. they're not the kind of person you could look at and think, okay, yeah, I get what you're doing, and I don't have to worry about the player matchup. This guy is probably one of the most calculated players I know, and if Bumba wants to get through that kind of offense, they're going to need to have a actual plan for it. They need to understand the situations they're being put in. So you could look at this as a knowledge check kind of deal, where if you're not actually engaging with the RPS, then you're going to have a bad time. But it doesn't seem like they're going to have that issue because we're going to the tried and true Yang and Carmine here.
Yeah, the knowledge. I would have failed the test right away because the first question is, what characters is your opponent going to play? I would not have guessed Yang Carmine. But, I mean, Mr. Eater has been played Carmine before. I'm not too surprised to see them play them here. Yang, though, this is the first time I've seen Mr. Eater bring out the Yang.
I mean, Yang's a pretty easy character. I feel like Carmine is the main character that you'd have to work on in order to make this team actually function properly. But it's such a strong team that you really don't need to put in too much work for it. Just popping it in and having it as a backup really just puts you in a really good spot. But almost as good is that burst bait, gonna be able to block out the burst and get a full combo here all the way into the corner. Unfortunately dropped the combo. Looked like there might have been a little bit of stutter there, but it's still put in a good situation.
I mean, definitely was still in Bumblechung's favor, able to get Carmine blocking and forced into that sandwich. However, going to drop that situation. Going to get overheaded, no pickup by Mr. Eater, and we're just going to DP. Just do it.
Yeah, really just getting their burst baited here. They're attempting to do it at the exact point where the cancel window on the 2B is going to happen, so losing a lot of damage here. The respect ultimately not paying off and getting grabbed while being worried about the 6B. Didn't I thought it was a little too early.
That was such a late or early DHC. I was really worried, but yeah, you know, Mr. Eater on the ropes here, even with solo Yang. Those armor calls have not been working out in their favor. And we're gonna cross raid, take damage? No, we're gonna just get some OP.
Interesting choice on Chunga's part. Not only did they spend the assist meter, but they also put them out of the corner. Maybe they have better mix mid-screen, but it doesn't seem like it mattered. Oh no, didn't get the kill. Just gonna be going for the grab here. Mr. Eater going down, game 1. Interesting. I actually don't know how to feel about that one. What do you think?
I definitely think Mr. Eater's Yang, though she is easy to play, you know, it's simple tools. You need to master them though. Doing some things round start which were a little bit unexpected, like up forward JB and then getting hit immediately by the infamous Gen 4B. That's not what you really want to see coming out of this character's gameplay. And we're actually, I think, just cosplaying other players at this point. Merkava Naoto is this is not Mr. Eater, it's Mystery Racer we got over here. What's going on?
I wouldn't call it the Mystery Racer. This is more like the Fullman, because Fullman did play this team for a little bit, aside from the EasyOi teams that he busted out. But this is also a team that I've seen Eater play too. Like, if you looked at Fullman and looked at Eater simultaneously, you could see a lot of the similarities, most likely taken from the former player. So maybe he saw the influence there and wanted to pick up the team. Though I'm not really sure about the reasoning to pick it now. I think
maybe all the EasyOi players are just in the back, you know, on Parsec switching controllers, and this is what we're actually seeing out here. So yeah, Mr. Eater playing a smorgasbord today. Merkava Naoto is quite the pivot.
Yeah, Pivot is putting it lightly, but I think the enhanced movement of both of these characters, as well as the lockdown that Naoto can give, would help out when they do actually get the knockdown. Yeah, just gonna be able to snipe out the 6P, not really let Labras get behind him to force that decision to be made. Yeah, gonna be getting this full hit here.
Yo,
not bursting.
Bumblechung is bringing out some new stuff. Definitely some pretty novel combo routes. Not gonna matter though. Those bullets are gonna speed out there for quite a while, and you gotta hold all of it.
Yeah, and hold.
Keeping Labras down.
Gonna be able to get the grab there and just loop them into the corner. Building up a lot of red life here. Not gonna be able to do much. Didn't get the meaty, but is gonna recognize the air hit and just DP once again. Oh, potentially killing the character. Did not recognize the 2C's jump cancelable. And slowly but surely, we're getting blended here in this corner.
But you know, Toga never fails. Gets Naoto out of there. Just DP. I think he's baiting it out. Oh, but that's gonna be safe. That noodly arms keeping Now to Merkava safe. No bar to push block out and punish potentially. You gotta play this neutral. Oop. Good neutral tech. Try to maybe land in unawares punish. And what if Lyra's gonna do about this?
She has options. There's definitely ways to move about it, especially as her. But I don't think it's gonna matter too. Oh, maybe try to bait the burst there. I was not expecting them to not finish the combo, but ooh, I didn't block that either.
Up at the extension. Not gonna be able to kill. I think no. We've got cross rate.
Yeah, good recognition to use that there. Gonna be able to kill out the character. But neither of them are in a particularly good situation at the moment. That Labras is bleeding, and they're keeping them in. Nice recognition.
Yeah, get Labras back out there. I actually think Labras is a character without many amazing matchups versus Merkava. I think she does all right, to be honest. JB is a big old stop sign and is definitely able to catch Merkava's limbs, as she did there. And Bumachunga going up 2-0.
Yeah, I think the way that Eater wanted to play this team into Chunga really just did not mesh well. We mentioned how the neutral game was going to be the main issue here because that's how Chumbo was getting a lot of his hits, but Eater didn't really navigate it in any different way aside from using their superior mobility in order to move around the Gen 6B. But even when they did do that, it never really led to anything huge, and when they did get that one hit, they didn't close out the round, and I don't think that's a team issue necessarily. But it seems like Eater disagrees because we're finally going back to the. Oh,
Well,
never mind.
No. He was just there to bait us into trying to talk about it, but you know we held off. We were talking about something else in the meantime. Instead, we're going to see. I guess Batista. I've never seen anyone play this team.
This is the Reich team. He played this team for a good minute. I don't think he still plays now, but when he did play, he was really dominant with this team. Batista makes Aigis look ridiculous.
So this is the closest to the Izuyoi Dachi game plan I'm seeing here. I got lasers, we got hover dashes. This JC though is definitely something Izuyoi does not have, and Mr. Eater using it to great effect, just trying to keep Labras from coming in. That JB's just gonna blow through it. Watch your dome.
Yeah, not blocking the 20 frame overhead. Gonna be blocking high in anticipation, but didn't really do much with it. Gonna be, ooh, nice cross up there. Didn't get the pickup, unfortunately. Was a little too slow in the 5A, but gonna be recognizing the air hit and going over the 6B. Not gonna be able to get the Oki a little too far, but...
Alright, shoot him a little bit. Take some shift damage. Bumachunga trying to ice car his way in, trying to not let Mr. Eater get anything set up.
Yeah, these two are taking to the skies at any possible opportunity. Neither of them really want to be in each other's ranges, and I think Bumba is really scared of the Aigis. That character, when you're forced to block them without any meter, is probably one of the scariest in the game, especially with their damage output. Oh, unfortunately, wasn't able to punish the burst there.
Yeah, this thing is a very big success on Bumachunga's part. Got the Aigis out, not having to deal with her zoning anymore. You can just kind of, you know, poke Batista, dare her to try to make any big moves. I think he's content with playing the slow game. Pato's coming in, stopping the combo.
Yeah, unfortunately wasn't able to confirm the hit due to the weird angle that it went at. Gonna be able to block this out, but this team, oh no, didn't block it. Gonna be killing the gym
Definitely
here.
called assist, and then while he was calling assist, saw the super flash and pressed DP. But you don't got any in loan, and he don't got any more life to give as he goes down in this game. So, Mr. Eater was the big play on the follow my lead. DHC with Aigis in the clutch moment.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. I think once they finally got their footing in the situation that they wanted to put themselves in, they absolutely skyrocketed into that victory. Like we were talking about earlier, Aigis is the character you have to understand how to deal with, otherwise you're gonna get steamrolled. There wasn't that much steamrolling happening here because Bumba was not engaging with Eater whatsoever, but I think they have to start slowing it down a little more in order to actually answer what Eater is doing, and that's exactly what he wants. He wants you to slow down so that he's able to default to a couple neutral interactions that he can control a lot easier. And if any of them work, yeah, good luck, because you're not blocking Aigis. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, here's we'll see if Bumachunga can make a little bit better navigation. I think Mr. Eater was starting to figure it out using the bullets to deny Labras from moving. But Eater okay with taking this little bit of shift damage every time. No big deal. Yeah, take the meter. And hopefully he doesn't get Happy Birthday again. Guard point DB coming in clutch. Oh, and it's not good. Laser starter. Going to drop the combo. Good block.
Oh yeah, wasn't able to block that in time. Gonna be not dealing with that RPS there, just push blocked it away. That's an okay DP to get hit by. You really don't care, because getting a hit like this is exactly what you want anyway. And this has been the most successful thing for Eater right now.
Okay, good blocks by Bamachunga. Going to play the Labrys, just a little bit better at kind of chasing Igus as she flies up there. Unfortunately, he's out. There's a lot of just super jumping. Mr. Eater hasn't decided to pop the cross combo yet on any of these sandwich situations, just content with letting the shift pass in the night.
Eater really doesn't have to do much here. They just have to keep this character out, and if they continue calling the Jin on Chunga's part, then they're not going to be in a good spot because of how low both of these characters' healths are. Almost a nice confirm didn't... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, unlucky from Bamachunga losing that bar. Labrys has a very good have a hard time getting any real damage out of this. IADing in doggedly.
Yeah, I think Bumba's approach has been obscenely linear up until this point. There's been a lot of air dashes, just not really worrying about anything but that. But we are going to have to worry about our push block being baited, and that's going to be a sudden reversal of the roles here. Going to be put in a situation where you could potentially die in a single hit. Nice tech on Eater's part.
Good job, Bamachunga doing a tricky mix-up. Putting the projectile that you want to crouch, and then he would like to throw you, but Mr. Eater clutching it in the end. Yeah, Mr. Eater was playing hella lame. I'm gonna be real here. Just every time Bamachunga would try to IID in, it was a push block, 5P, throw some bullets, and just wore him down eventually.
Yeah, and that's how you should be playing it. With two characters like these, the moment you get a health lead, you want to force the opponent to come to you and make the mistake. Especially since Igus doesn't actually have the best neutral. Like, this character has a lot of annoying tools, like hovering up pressing JC, or just going up there and stalling her momentum. She can force you to get annoyed with her, but she can't really approach well. So giving yourself the opportunity to get that knockdown without actually having to do that much work really just lends to this team's strengths.
I guess the real runaway character there. And Labrys not amazing at kind of catching up to people, but that JB is going to be the start, and we're back to full screen again.
Yep, exactly where you want to be. That was almost a perfect tech from Chunga to get out of the 2B meeting from the air there, but not going to matter too much, just going to be slowly taking a lot of chip damage here. Chunga's just trying to get in. They are not able to get any footing whatsoever, and Eater's taking a lot of pride in that. This health deficit, not huge, is slowly building up and is going to make things a lot more miserable. What a grab.
Yeah,
gonna be
the
able
dangerous
to...
part is about to come because Mr. Eater has those 4 bars. Now, anytime he looks like he's going to be losing neutral, that DHC is going to come out. It's just going to kill. Not able to get the kill. And the IAD coming in. Going to actually probably get rid of Jin if he knows the route.
Maybe wanted to extend for the assist, but unfortunately didn't call it in time. But, whatever. Like, look at the health tools. You get hit once and you're going to be forced to guess between burst or not. So, 5C, let's go.
Yeah, it's supposed to be alive. It's definitely been a death by 1,000 cuts for Bamachunga here. Just keeps on switching a character. Oh my god.
Yeah. Didn't react to the assist, and this is a solo Jin. If any character can do it, it's definitely so. You know what? Let me shut up.
I mean,
Let me shut
the
up.
characters he had, Jin would be the one to do it, but not gonna happen there. Mr. Eater able to make his way over to winner's quarters with the just I guess can be a rushdown character, and sometimes she just lames you the hell out. Put in Bamachunga down the losers bracket.
Yeah, there were definitely... I want to say there were better ways to go about the zoning mindset with this set, because I don't think this team is as good at zoning as something like, say, Hilda Seth, or Adachi Yubi, maybe, but Man, it really just did not seem like Bumba knew how to navigate the neutral there. Especially
No.
since they were so reliant on air dash to get in. Once the airspace was covered, it really just seemed like a downhill spiral from there.
Yeah, Labrys did not have really any great answer to deal with the bullets. Even though she didn't take much damage every time she got hit. Man, those built up. So, anyway, yeah, Bambachunga or Mr. Eater clutching it out. We'll hopefully see them again. I really like the some of the routing with the Jin Labrys. I think we're getting our next match. It's going to be Wekondo versus Riazo. The the classic Azrael player .tm. Against Riazo's Mishmash, I think they've been grinding 9 Yumi, mostly?
Not
So they are a
just that
Makoto
team.
loyalist.
Yeah, and whenever you see them in bracket, it's mostly been the Makoto. But I think Yumi's been a staple on pretty much every team they've played. I don't think I've ever seen them swap off of Yumi unless they're memeing. So we're going to be seeing a lot of pretty solid neutral in that regard. But I'm more interested to see how Wakando goes about it, because obviously Az is a very uncommon character to say the least, and especially paired with Heart of all characters, two volatile pieces of neutral that you need to work around. And maybe if he plays this Aiga Sadachi, it might be worth it. We'll see.
Well, you said that Riazo likes memeing. This may be a meme. There is an Amogus in that tag. So, does not seem like something that is beneath them. And we are starting with some meme right away. Azrael Heart going against, I guess, Adachi. So yeah, we'll see. I think we'll see a very different kind of Igus play in this set compared to last set. Adachi active swap gives Igus the lockdown she needs really easily if you get a BZO knockdown. And Igus herself is able to get in, after a switch, not without too much difficulty. But we're gonna get Igus point as is one to do, and we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I know I said that any team that didn't have Yumi on it was memeing, but this team he has busted out a few times, and wow, how it is really strong. There is so many things that I think the reason he picked it was because of dealing with the heart. Both these characters are pretty good at stifling them to some degree, mostly Adachi in the back, because Adachi actually has trouble dealing with heart otherwise, but...
Yes, but Wekondo, the Azrael 4P master, denying all of these projectile calls. Unfortunately, Azrael is gone for that last interaction. Gonna get hit, and we're gonna get the knockdown. Whoa, what's going on, man? Uppercut to the gut. I guess looking real rough.
Oh wow, that 6B didn't hit. That I didn't know that had limited range. That definitely seemed awkward. Yeah. Almost as awkward as this homing, because there are so many things going on right now. Interesting to call the Igus here, because they are really low on health, and I do not think they want to deal with that. So ideally getting them out as soon as possible. Yeah, that way.
Yeah. Wekondo desperately trying to just take off that last little bit of health. Not able to do it, didn't have the meter. Now we're getting a rush down Adachi. Really good pickup by Wekondo, going to put Adachi in the blender to take out that character.
Yeah, didn't even need the cross raid. Gonna be keeping it nice and simple, using the bar so that they didn't have to deal with any sort of burst situation. Either way, they're gonna die. Nice air to air from Wekondo. Gonna keep it nice and simple. Yep, go for the Valiant and end this character's life. There we go. Wekondo taking game 1.
If I had to guess, I think the reason we were trying to keep Adachi alive, I don't know if this Igus is quite up to par, but Wekondo doing a really good job navigating through that, using Azrael 4P excellently, and definitely really good heart homing calls to chase Igus in the air, and also snipe out those Zeo calls from full screen. Riazo left?
Oh, okay, so I quickly checked the Discord. Apparently he does not have the improvement mod installed, so he's gonna quickly change that, make sure that the connection is up to par. Maybe that could have been the reason for a few of these calls there, but it seemed like it was running fine for the most part.
Well, us as spectators cannot possibly see the stress, the frame, the heart moves at super speed, and sometimes with a little bit of jitter, that is just even harder. But hopefully Riazo is able to fix it up. Next sets go and play perfectly smoothly. we'll get there.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling when you're not able to play the entire set to your utmost ability due to outside factors. But it doesn't look like Rialzo's too phased by it. They're just gonna go ahead and go back into the match. Same team, same characters, and maybe, hopefully, a renewed mindset. Gonna be thinking about how they want to approach the neutral a little differently here. Yeah, just gonna pull up with the jump here. Nice air to air. Gonna be able to avoid the assist and carry them all the way to the corner. Missed the weak point there, but is gonna be able to get the 5C regardless. Probably didn't want that, but was able to get the Marvelous regardless. Nice jump out. Oh my god, we got the big hits.
Dude, Adachi is looking not happy at all. Big damage from the heart. I know. Blocks the first safe jump, can't block the second. Not enough bar here to finish.
Oh,
just barely doesn't need it.
Yeah, I'm shocked that killed, but I guess he knows his cross range is a lot better than I do. He's gonna be able to kill the character and maybe have to deal with the blender here because this I guess getting a knockdown is not gonna matter too much if we're just gonna wake up reversal and kill a lot of this resonance time too. Not a lot of red health to do with. Just going to be forced to play a lot more defense whenever they have the opportunity to. Almost putting themselves in a sandwich situation. Nice block, and it's going to be a dead Oswald most likely.
Yeah, we kind of cracking at the very end there. But fortunately, you have Heart at full health. All the resources in the world to kind of run through this Aegis. And Rialzo, very smartly baiting the burst, going to get the big damage. Was the bullets only routing? I go one more, yes. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, that was the only hit they possibly could have taken there. Not going to be able to get the jump there, not with punishing the 2B. Going to have to be cognizant of these beams, not going to be able to approach in neutral at all. Ooh, this is really not looking
good. More
good.
guns.
Nice air. Going to be able to carry all the way to the corner? No, just going to keep it same side here. This is still looking very doable for Rialzo. Going to be keeping it safe with the same side there. Just going to be getting grabbed, and unfortunately all that work and effort put into the dumpster as getting grabbed. Go ahead.
No, I was good. It's real hard, I think, even though you have that vortex. Once I guess it's push blocked out, she doesn't have like any really amazingly good punishing options to like counter a push block. And you know, Heart with so many EX beams in the chamber, I guess has to play extremely passively to just not get hit unexpectedly. And yeah, we kind of I think you saw in that set just their immense fluency with the characters really showing up. Like that round start Azrael, dash through, chasing the Adachi. Definitely something you only see after you've played a character for a long time.
That's probably an understatement. I think Wakando's probably been playing this team for quite a long time. And
what are you doing? Please. I know you play freaking memers. Okay, well, you know, you can talk about not having the IM, but I'm telling you, if you lose this game, there's something else you might want to look at. Just make sure you have the right sprites and your character select screen. Make sure you didn't mod the game, so you know these characters look like one of them. I guess it's not Yumi. I swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. Like, the Aegis has been looking pretty decent, especially after that second game. But I feel like the Adachi really isn't able to do much due to the characters that he's playing against. Both of these two particularly have an easy time dealing with his neutral. So maybe swapping out, but it won't really matter if we're getting the knockdowns like this. That's the strength of a team like that. Don't really have to worry about it if we get a knockdown, but it looks like it's going to be reversed here now.
I guess you know, I think people would generally say does well against Azrael, but she did not have a button fast enough to get through a Gustav frame trap hell, and Rialzo is getting hit. He's still going. He's still going.
Yeah, well, I'm shocked that combo didn't drop earlier than they called the assist, but I guess they know their assist timing a lot better than I do. Just going to be calling the Gustav here. Not really going to be able to do much. Going to be able to force the meaty, though. Nice recognition to hover over the Gustav projectile and just not worry about it.
Trying to do a really funny, I guess, corner swap. Unfortunately, not too funny. Doesn't come in for the guaranteed unblockable. Instead, tries to get a mix-up. You can see that trade.
I like this. I honestly like this. They're using the Bezio Gustav situation to their advantage, and that's the second time in this set where they've consistently answered it and forced the answer on. Wait, what?
We're purposely picking the super that doesn't hit and the.
I'm so confused.
Maybe the controller's upside down too. You know, you want cross slash, you get Adam Smasher. You know, we have those days. Unfortunate to see. Congrats to Weekondo, I guess, moving on to winner semis. Hopefully we see Riazo in losers bracket still. But that's not how you want to go.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to have too much of an issue with it, but thankfully we're going to keep the momentum moving, and we're going to go ahead and get on to the next match between Serene Smile and Cam T-Dar. Ooh boy, I'm excited for this one. How you feel about it?
I played Cam earlier. I haven't played him in a long time. They were doing the restand loops on me, my poor Tager, like the standing only combos. They were even doing Yukiko, and I was like, God, kill me. I hate this. So Cam's been grinding. He's definitely got the sauce. Got a lot of unique Oki options. One thing I saw that I had not really seen before was TK Orb into safe jump. So, but if he gets through, Serene Smile plays Waldstein Rachel, a team with a surprisingly good neutral, especially when Rachel Wind is in effect. And hopefully, it looks like both these people are going to play the teams we know them for playing. Here's hoping.
Yeah, no, I don't think... I know Serene has a couple meme teams they like to pull out every now and again, but Cam, yeah, no, the only other character I could see him playing is Hyde instead of Yumi. And if you're putting Hyde on the team willingly, then you're doing it because you love the character, not because you actually think they're going to provide. So playing the Yumi here is definitely going to be helping out a lot more, especially when you have those restand loops that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, well, definitely have to look out for that. Tricky thing with those restand loops, you never know when the combo's going to be over. And so yeah, it'll be difficult to navigate around. Thank God, no Aegis.
You were scarred by that Aegis, aren't you?
2 Aegises by characters who I would not call Aegis players by heart. It's okay though. We're going to get this going. So, Waldstein Yumi round start. Serene's gonna just try to get around it. Not gonna be able to get around 5A intermediate JC. Gets a sandwich, and here comes the Oki train. Good blocks. Good blocks.
Yeah, gonna be able to keep it simple here. Just a lot of respect on Serene's part. Obviously, they DP'd here now because they wanted to get out of the looping pressure. Wald does not have an answer to 0 on block with his 7-frame normals. So it's interesting how Rainey's gonna go about it, but the respect is kind of crazy for a character that is chaotic as him. So being able to force Rainey to chill out is really a unique trait of Cam's team. And it doesn't look like that's going to be the case for more often. Oh my god, he's just getting hit!
Yeah, no, Serene doing a really good job kind of avoiding making Yumi block Waldstein normals, making him block Rachel 4P. Unfortunately, the Iron Block was not going to work out, and you got to deal with this. Bottom Lily.
Yeah. I think they tried to go for the layer 2 there. Maybe wanted to go for the low, or just pressed a little early to try and catch backdash. Yeah. But they definitely did something there, because that was supposed to be a safe jump, but it'd be like that sometimes. Gonna be forced to block this situation out. No push block from Cam there. Maybe they were worried about the TRM, and probably gonna die for it. No, they can't.
Yeah. Can cross raid. I think in that situation, you definitely want to save the bar for resonance if you're confident they can't kill. Oh, the bats are lurking.
Yeah, this is a really awkward spacing to be in, even with a character like Yumi. Gonna be able to get... No, didn't fully confirm it, but this is a character that is so low on life that you have to make something happen, like, right now. If you're gonna have... In a situation like this, corner, you got Lobelia's up, character like Rachel, yeah, no. You're not lasting too long.
No, very good defense, I think, by Cam at the end, but losing sets that early, even after getting that very fortunate Aaron block bull drop, is definitely the killer here. Serene doing a great job forcing Cam on the back foot and taking that game.
Yeah, no, that was surprising to say the least, especially with how the beginning of that round went. It looked like Cam already had a good feeling of how he wanted to play neutral there, but that little interaction within the middle of the round where he got hit like 4 times after combos that didn't particularly finish definitely hurt the Seth a lot more than it wanted to, but ideally we won't be put in that situation again here.
Yeah, I think what Serene is doing a very good job denying assist and then switching, just putting a stop sign, not letting Yumi begin her strike throw game. You see here, like, just Cam's just walking backwards, doesn't want to deal with landing, doesn't want to deal with bats.
Yeah, just gonna be playing it ultra safe here. Wasn't able to get the punish, was a little too high into the air to get the JA.
I like the idea, spending the bar, get rid of the orb. Boys here.
Oh my god, he got hit by that DP. That did not look like it touched him. But oh,
boy can't stop EX slash. Chapter state on Seth's going to start. This is gonna be a pain train, man, for sure. Yeah, tried to call 4P to deny the Seth and then did a great job there. Air grab? We're not going to get air grab. We don't need it.
No, maybe thought it was a little too obvious there. Just gonna be setting up more Lobelias, intentionally avoiding getting the combo there. This Seth is already looking really worse for wear. I think this matchup in particular is really weird for Seth because that's one of the few that he cannot consistently set up orbs in if Lobelias are on the screen. But thankfully it doesn't look like we have to worry about too many of those when we have a knockdown situation. Gonna be trying to beat the push block with the TRM, but just getting bursted out in exchange.
You can feel the matchup familiarity. You don't being able to burst the 2A into tick throw is not something you do unless you played the game before. The player before manages to get that very long range confirm. Oh, ooh.
Yeah, no.
From off screen there.
Serene is not the kind of player to force you into that kind of situation, but I think the Seth might have a little bit more of an easy time here, even if the orbs aren't as easy to set up as he'd like them to be. Just having the superior movement, going to be able to move around the screen a lot easier than other characters would, and that movement is really going to play a big factor here, especially when you have a 9-frame special that reaches full screen and confirms into almost 9k on counter hit.
Yeah, unluckily for Serene, Rachel's JC not able to stop the thrust from coming in. Ooh, dangerous anti-air, but unfortunately not bait-outable. Oh, we just set up 2 wins. We got enough bar to do it again if we need to. We don't need it. We're just going to lightning super. We're going to have too much vertical momentum.
Yeah, it hits super weird, but either way, it didn't matter because we're just going to be stampeding in with this Rachel and continuously pressing down on this Seth and taking game 2.
Yeah, Serene doing a very good job there, taking second game. Cam, I feel like, is having a hard time trying to swing and then deny the assist. Rachel's assists are very fast and have great vertical reach, so that definitely makes Seth's neutral like a lot more painful. If I was Cam, I'd be trying to see if I could maybe fish a little bit more with Yumi 5B. He's been focusing a lot on like 5A, 2A, tick throw. Maybe trying to punish the assist a little bit more might be something you're looking to do. I'm just trying to keep the neutral a little bit more in your favor.
That, and not really putting yourself in situations where Rachel is able to mix you up with high-low. Because a lot of what Radiant is doing is just throwing shit on the screen and hoping you run into it. And which is fine, because it's a lot of things, and you can't always be blocking these things. Like that, too. Like, that was a terrible situation to be in. And he didn't really get much off of it, but like, this character's already at half health. So, slowly chipping away, death by 1,000 cuts, like you said earlier, it's going to ultimately make the biggest deal here. And yeah, wow.
What an air grab, reaching down from top of the screen. We see Cam trying to adjust, spin the bar, trying to navigate, not let Rachel be in the right position. If there is a way to avoid Rachel projectiles, that would be one of them. So just take the knockdown. And I think Serene just knows too much about Cam's game. Getting the wake up super on the throw. We're going to look top of the screen. We don't look at your character down there. George is going to be gone. Unfortunately, no pickup. Ooh, good frame trap. Not able to bait out the final DP there, doesn't bait it out again. And Rachel's going to be going down. Oh, definitely wasn't able to kind of keep track of that life total. Okay, going to go for the Oki. Did command grab reach from that far? Going to be chucking Seth down. No safe jump for you. Resonance Wall putting in the work. Going to be just Wall versus Yumi now. Definitely something that is a little bit difficult to navigate as well, but when you have this life lead, I think all you need is one hit, and not going to be that one. Okay, well, walk up, thread in the throw, DP instead. That's how we do it. That's how we finish it off.
Yeah, that was a swift 3-0 from Serene there. Both of these players are PC natives. You do see them in the PC lobbies a lot, so they're probably way too familiar with one another, like you said. And at this particular time, Serene was just able to get the download on cam, knowing that they did not have to really worry about the defense too much because of how overwhelming their neutral and or offense can be. And
I wish I had Serene's just, 8-ball that told him every time he was going to go for a throw, just do a reversal. I wish I had that.
Having that kind of
that's a fair matchup for sure. And
yeah, no. Go ahead. We were saying about it, but really there's just the kind of thing where these players can go back and forth a lot, but just as they go back and forth in their sets, we're going to go back and forth between the losers and top side of the bracket, and we're going to see the match between the Hachi that we saw earlier and Wikondo. Interesting.
Yeah, Hachi playing, looking at the bracket, seems to have played very well to get over all the way to this point. Going with another Susanoo variant, Akatsuki Susanoo. Definitely, I think unblockables are the theme here. As, whenever you have an Akatsuki on the team, this is a interesting kind of matchup, I think, because both of these teams kind of are more in-your-face characters, and I think notably, neither Akatsuki or Susanoo have amazing anti-airs, so Heart's gonna have a pretty good go out of it, unless Hachi is able to kind of joust her away with the air normals of these two.
Yeah, the air normals and the offense is going to be the name of the game here. Knocking them down once is going to be the main thing that is going to contribute to the win condition, because both these characters do decent damage, Susan especially, supplementing what little damage Akatsuki would typically do on weird starters. But being able to put your opponent in 50-50 situations that they have to answer, and that can loop into the same thing over and over again, is ridiculously strong. And as long as they're able to do that, then they'll be fine. Yes, something like this.
Yeah, the classic Susanoo 6P into sandwich, stabilizes it using Akatsuki Rekka, and we are looking pretty good. Gonna DP out, but you're gonna get punished. Azrael's in the back, man. Safe super for days.
Yeah, ideally gonna swap the character here. No, just gonna go for the Oki, surprisingly enough. Does not want to deal with it. Gonna be keeping it as simple as possible. I don't think that was even like a mix, but whatever. We don't really care about mix right now. We just want to get the Azrael in. And thankfully we're gonna be able to do that. Carry this Akatsuki all the way to the corner and force them to a mix-up situation.
Yeah, definitely back the way they're trying to bait out Akatsuki's carry, which is very unique in being able to deal with the Azrael sandwich. Wikondo is such a god. He's such a lord!
Yeah, just playing it as safe as possible on Wikondo's part. Not really worrying about any kind of parry there. Just kind of walking up, doing his thing. If he gets parried, then it'd be like that. But it's working out pretty well for him here. Just gonna get as much damage as possible on this hit. Oh, missing the DP though.
And that's the least on life you need.
Yeah, of all places to drop the combo, that is definitely one of the most precarious times to do so. Just gonna be cashing out into as much damage as possible. Gonna be, ooh, wow, okay. I don't think they recognize the hit. Neither did Wikondo on that backwards hit JA. And just gonna be getting caught by the JV here. Slowly working at the Susan. Oh, who didn't confirm the hit? This Oz is bleeding.
Hachi desperately trying to tell Heart to please get on the floor. Please run into my button. It's not gonna work out. Heart's not gonna oblige to take out the character.
Yeah, there wasn't really much that Wakando needed to do there. We've been saying this a lot, and I feel like that's a recurring theme throughout this bracket. The players are all recognizing, okay, I have a health lead. The opponent needs to come to me. I'm just gonna do shit, and they're gonna walk into it inevitably. So, Wakando recognizing that and just continuously doing his thing until it worked really played a big part in that.
I just want to shout out his amazing usage of the Azrael. I think it's Gustav. What the projectile absorbing move? That projectile absorb on Akatsuki really was swing point here, and I think Hachi adapting and saying, you know what, I'm not gonna have any projectiles. We're going to go back to, I think, his tried and true Akihiko.
Yeah, the team that this player in particular is probably known for more than anything else. I like the delay on the hook there just to make sure that the heart was in range to do so. Oh, throw? Interesting. Gonna be keeping it as simple as possible here with this mix here. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do much with it. Oh, nice punish. Wasn't gonna be able to get much with it. Tried to bait out the burst maybe. Oh, it's slowly chipping away at this heart. Nice block on the same side. Gonna be... Yeah, oh no, tried to bait with the TRM, but was a little too far away. Just gonna be taking as much damage as you maybe possibly can here. Teching out, not finishing the combo. And maybe, no, gonna be able to burst out.
Yeah, unluckily for Wakando, Azrael in the air at that moment, not able to block on his way down. We're gonna see Ragnar play for a bit. Ragnar 60 was putting in a lot of work. We'll see if Akihiko's assist that can be used to similar effect. We might not see it though. Ragnar just gonna get duffed.
Yeah, I'm surprised there was no DP from Wakando there, but it worked out regardless. Just gonna be able to get the cross raid and kill the character. Didn't even need the weak point, just gonna go for as simple as possible with this combo. And, oh, 5C. Maybe that was supposed to be a JC jump cancel, but whatever, it didn't matter. Gonna be comboing this Ragnar into a potentially dead situation on the next hit.
Yeah, putting him in a sandwich, gonna get the I know hard punch! Possible cross up, no! Azrael's gonna mess it up, and you know, that was intentional. That was intentional. We're going to take out the Ragnar on the residents.
Yeah, that was definitely a weird situation too. I think the way that hit and after he teleported behind him, I don't think Hachi was ready for that because he was doing the walk of shame there. He tried to block the other way, and when he finally recognized it and pressed the button, it just didn't work out.
He was definitely thinking one step ahead, say I'm in the sandwich, but Azrael had other ideas, pushing him all the way back into the parking the shopping cart, back in the lot, and packing Hachi into a 2-0 hole.
Yeah, that's probably the lightest way to put it. I'm not really sure about swapping back to the Susan Akatsuki though. Like, I don't think either team in particular was doing terrible in this regard, but I guess we'll see what their mindset is here.
I think we definitely want the better reversal option against the Azrael potential mix-up, and might not come into play though. We found running a train. Ooh, late JA or JB. Katsuki looking not healthy.
Ooh, yeah, nice jump out. Gonna be able to do something with it, but unfortunately tried to confirm in such a weird... Oh my god! Maybe thought he was gonna be in block stun and DP'd, but it didn't matter. Gonna be able to block this out. Nice DP to recognize the pressure reset on the meter spend. Gonna be putting a sandwich regardless though. Nice DP away.
Coming in clutch there. Ooh, and again, just Tachi keeps on navigating Azrael all the way to the other side, and then putting Tachi in a dangerous mixing situation. We haven't gotten one cross-up, just growl or anything today. It's all been same side. Definitely very reversal conscious today.
Yeah, no, he does not want to have to deal with that. He's just playing as safe as humanly possible here. Does not want to lose anything when it comes to characters. Oh
You're talking about losing characters. We're gonna lose both. We're gonna lose Susanoo for sure. Yeah.
Man, it really do be like that sometimes.
You're kind of taking that clean. Really good play by them today. Wow, Hachi going out. Um, but yeah, uh, we kind of definitely very conscious of any kind of reversal Hachi might be doing today, and um, just navigating neutral perfectly.
Yeah, I think that's probably something that's afforded to them by the way they were able to play. Because if you have a strong neutral, you don't really care if you're forced to return back to it, especially with a team like this that wants to knock you down ASAP. And I think the easiest way for them to do that is by reversing the situation on a defensive knockdown. So just having the recognition to return to neutral whenever they felt comfortable doing so, and just getting the knockdown again really made the difference there. Just being aware of how they wanted to play the neutral and making Hachi uncomfortable throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, for sure. I think one thing that we kind of did that was I don't think Hachi was ready for at all was doing push block Gustav. There was definitely, I think, maybe 3 times during that set, push block Gustav definitely resulted in reversing the situation. And once you were down on life, it became really hard to call assist and kind of play the game. I didn't see Hachi. I don't think Hachi was able to call Susan 6P successfully once that set.
Yeah, and having such a neutered approach to the neutral and not being able to call out the hit scan assist really did turn out to be a detriment.
Mhm.
One of the strongest things that Susan is able to provide is strong ground control, but you really don't need ground control when your opponent is consistently in the air. So I don't know. It's not something that you're really able to think about too often, and even when you do call it, it's only really for positional reasons. You call it out, then run forward, maybe they'll go inside of it and start going from there. But it didn't really lead to much, and that uncomfortability really was the one of the biggest determining factors.
Mhm.
But either way, it
Yeah, congrats to Wekondo winners finals, baby.
baby, let's go. Gonna be moving on to the next match between, drumroll please, da 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 da. We're gonna have Serene Smile versus Eater. I feel like we're seeing a lot of the same faces today. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but there's been
That's
a
what
lot
happens
of
when you're going through the winners bracket, man. We are I think, getting we're the roll of the dice is working out. We're getting the people who, have won their sets and are continuing to move on. Yeah, Mr. Eater versus Serene Smile. Seeing Mr. Eater's been playing Aegis his entire time. You think he's gonna play Aegis again in winter semis?
Smile.
Don't smile at me. No. I mean, it's okay.
uh,
They're I guess putting in work. I don't know if it'll put in as much work against Rachel. That seems a little bit difficult. If you're playing at least at this level of Aegis.
eh, I mean, I think you would only really want to pick the Aegis if you had a matchup that played well into it.
Mhm.
And I don't really know if he'd consider that one that would be good for, because Aegis doesn't really deal with Lobelli as well. And especially with how Wald helps control the screen and how belligerent Rainy can be with how they call Wald, I don't know, man. It's something that doesn't come off as a strong choice to me, so I'm thinking they're probably just gonna go for the Iza Adachi.
Oh, I would hope so too, man. I don't want to see, an unfortunate Aegis JC top of the screen. Oh, JK got broken by a Lobelia. Guess I'm going to eat another 3K combo for like, 2.5 sets. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll get them on soon. I guess here we are. Speak of the devil, Serene Smile.
Yeah, according to the Discord, Serene had to quickly deal with a call, so I'm glad they were able to get that sorted out. But Eater, I don't know, maybe he's going to eat food. Maybe he ordered some Uber Eats, got his Chipotle with that big ass burrito. Who
Maybe
knows?
also on a car. If he was on Yumi, he would win every major. If he was on Yumi, maybe yeah. We'll see. We'll see if he can win this local first, though. Um, that's my take.
That is one hell of a statement, damn. And Eater do be goated with sauce though. You gotta let
He's
him
got
cook.
3 more people to go through. Okay, as the the great Street Fighter people say, you got to go through. He's already went through what? 2 men? 3 more.
He's embracing his inner punk and going through all of these men and women. You love to see it, honestly.
Not even
You gotta
halfway
respect
there
it.
yet.
But he has to actually show up if he's trying to go through those people. But
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like he's particularly feeling it at the moment.
Not feeling it or just not present? What's... Well,
Your guess is as good as mine.
give it a moment, I guess. It's
Oh, there we go. Okay.
what's going on?
Yeah, he just responded. He's showing up now. I hope, at least. Making me sound like not exactly sure. And you know what? You gotta own up to your mistakes, right? There he is.
All right.
Yang
Yang
Carmine?
Carmine is on the screen. This might do a little bit better. Yang Carmine. Yang will have somebody in armor, at least this time. Definitely very valuable to be able to JBs through Lobelia 6P assist. But we'll see if that gets played. Oh, Rachel mirrors.
Question?
I'd be down to see it. Rachel, as I think universally, all the zoner mirrors in this game are super funny. And Rachel mirrors would be no exception. No, we're getting Adachi Yumi, which is not as funny, but will still be some comedy.
It's funny for the irony alone, honestly. You look at this team and think, yup, BBTAG 2023, baby. And
I'm gonna be real. This team, though very good, not as popular as it could be. It still takes some maneuverability to get through. Already trying to get started.
I like the use of the 6B there. Ooh, and good recognition on the DP to press through the gap between 5BB, as it is really hard to make that gapless.
Reed was so smart using 2B to cut the projectile so he could keep his turn going. And we're just getting... all the beans are on the screen.
That's an understatement. There are so many things on the screen right now that walled throwing these out is unironically probably the most normal thing about it. Radiant really was looking for that air dash, did not want to have to deal with it. Gonna be able to use their movement to their advantage. They're so good at that.
What a pickup!
They're so good at just recognizing those stray hits off of a Lobelia and picking them up. Good DP, didn't want to deal with the DHC situation. Gonna be getting the walled hit.
The frog!
Yeah. No, you had to do that. I don't blame him at all. Oh. Wow, okay, just avoiding the situation entirely, really just putting himself on the other side of the corner. Gonna be going for the 50-50 here, did not block either of the overheads. Oh, what?
And I think he was still a little bit, still had a little bit of Camden on the mind. Saw he could DP through the throw attempt. Little did he know was an active switch, Mr. Eater taking out that character.
Yeah, just gonna be popping resonance immediately here. Gonna be able to set up a little bit more of the zoning pressure with the Lobelias, trying to lock this Rachel down. I like the use of Mandala there to try and do so, but I don't think it really did much. Tried to hit the George.
Oh, there's more of them. We got 3 of them on the field.
Man, you did not need to super. That was disrespectful.
The biggest, the best thing Rachel could have gotten from BBTAG, George getting a hitbox on wind. It is such a sneaky thing. You get a barrel whenever you want, and Serene taking that first game with some very good Rachel play at the end.
Yeah, no. If there is any player besides maybe Cake, I'd say is probably the definitive Rachel. It's Serene. They're not as traditional as you would see Cake playing it. They are very meticulous about how they go about their zoning patterns, but who cares when you have such a chaotic neutral like this one? Just do shit. And
I'm gonna shout out Diddley before she shouts at me for not being erased here, but you know, as far as erasure, we are erasing Yumi from the character select list. We have a non-believer in streams claiming that Mystery will win every major. He might be able to win this locally though, using this classic team comp.
Yeah, the team that he's lobbed out for more time. This is something that he's super familiar with, and familiarity is probably the most useful thing you can have in a team. Wow.
The fake phone steal. We haven't had a proper phone steal in a hot minute, but
The swap to the wall too, really saving the Rachel there, but just calling the assist anyway.
Rachel's gone.
Man, what a role reversal here. I think this was the first time we've actually seen any team like this properly steamroll ever since mentioning it.
Yeah, no. Mr. Eater pulling out all the stops there, getting his lockdown. Active switch setups, everything was cooking right for him. That set, and yeah, I mean the only adjustment you can say just by looking at it is it's like, well, just don't get put in that situation. We'll see if we can clean it up.
Yeah. One thing that's really difficult to do is removing yourself from the situations you could not have had more influence in. And I'm sure Serene is decent at that because we're going to be able to move into this next round. Ooh, nice timing on the JA.
Smart
to be able to...
smack of the Dachi 6P. Still continuing it. That assist has not done anything.
Yeah, it is a particularly strong assist against Rachel, so being able to swat it away appropriately is probably going to be one of the most difficult things to do here. Oh, just fucking
Won't have the
canceling it.
normal grab. Everyone forgets. Alright, one touch. There's no touch. Oh, hit the big damage.
Oh, what?
Well, that's good enough air resets. Honestly, Serene is a player who is probably more comfortable if you're mid-screen because you just get crossed up arbitrarily by all the bats and either way just getting vaporized.
Yeah. That's probably what you want in this kind of situation. You need as many hits as like that. Oh, didn't recognize the 6B hit. Just gonna be minus in their face. Throw them. Yes. That didn't even combo. My man was not attacking. Oh yeah, just getting hit there. And Eater going down. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, Eater down 2-1 right now. That wasn't like a systematic steamroll set like Eater ran on Serene. That was definitely a like, hey, we're gonna sit here mid screen and there's just be a lot of a Fall Guys obstacles around you kind of steamroll. Yeah, wow.
We're gonna ignore the fact that I thought that was a 3-1 already. That I'm embracing my inner lawn lily by not being able to count smile. So
It happened to me last week, 2 weeks ago as well. So, you know, counting overrated. What is not overrated? Not calling your assist into swarms. Hopefully, Mr. Eater can clean that up and not have either of you die unceremoniously. But already, ooh, good tag on Rachel. Kill the George.
What a confirm too, Jesus. The spacing on everything has been so immaculate. Using the 5C to make it... Yeah, make it burst safe. And, oh, wow, what fantastic stuff here. Knight is going to be able to play defense there as well. This is really not looking good for Eater. He's just not able to get anything started.
Yeah, Rachel 4P, the MVP, as well as not protecting your assist. He's going to loop him? Oh, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. Ah.
Yeah, no, didn't have too much health there. Gonna be able to set up the Bezio and get the resonance started. Maybe have just enough health to survive a few stray hits. Oh no, didn't recognize the hit properly. That's gonna be a dead character. Yeah, that sucks.
Dachi can be very belligerent in resonance, especially with his EX Persona crash. But all you need to do is block it out and hope they blink. Doesn't get confirmed there and does not get to go to winners finals. Maybe we'll try Serene's device later again. Play Yumi, and yeah. If you're in losers bracket, you can go through more men and women in order to get to the win. So maybe that's the plan, and that's the ultimate plan.
Yeah, that's that's ultimately what they wanted. Maybe they just wanted to challenge themselves more, you know? Gonna be able to fight as many people as possible to really feel as if they deserve that win.
Oh yeah. And I think with that, we're probably going to head over to losers bracket. I think we're sitting at winners finals, going to be WeCon and Serene Smile, but we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lovely contestants still in losers. Actually, no, 6, 7. We're at top 8. I think that's top 8. I can count just as well as you. I promise.
I think that's 9 players, so no, we're not in top 8 yet. We're gonna have to wait for the match between Luigi and Yui to finish, but that's not the match we're worried about right now, because we're gonna be watching Yusoro versus Ryazo.
Oh wow! Lots of O's in this set. Yusaro playing a different team, although at this point I am accustomed to Yusaro playing many a thing. They're all kind of in that vein of a good BB tag character. So, we'll see. I think they tweeted out maybe earlier this week, but they're like, there's the Spider-Man 2 meme of "I feel the power," and someone commented, you went from one of the best BB tag teams to one of the best BB tag teams, from you, Adachi, and now we have Adachi Ruby.
I mean, going from top 5 to top 7 isn't exactly a big downgrade, so I think he'll be fine if he decides to stick with it. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be honest, I've not seen many Adachi Ruby players. I know this team was really popular a few years ago, just as far as when we were still developing the meta, but Ruby's kind of fallen off a little bit. And Adachi is not the pairing I usually see her with.
The team that I really do associate that with is Sykes. I don't know if you remember him. He was a player that played a lot in the Big 8, primarily PS4, but he loves that team. He is probably one of the most aggressive, batshit insane players you will ever play against, and it worked really well. This team just does enable you to be as crazy as you want to be, especially with the damage that it can output. So Ryazo's going to have to be pretty careful in terms of dealing with it, if he does decide to stick with it, though I don't really see him doing that, honestly. The Narukami Adachi is... Yeah, no, Yusoro's probably not sticky with it.
Okay, well, we've both been wrong on character choices. We'll have to see what happens. And Ryazo, once again, pick him another burrito. Where's our mans?
Those Chipotle sponsorships really hitting hard right now. Evil's over, man. Come on.
Yeah, they got out of so many pools at Evo. They have to use up all these coupons. They've won the text message so many times. You gotta use it before it expires in 2024. You gotta get through this burritos, man.
I love my burritos too, but I don't love it more than watching some good old BB tags. So
anyway, you gotta stay energized throughout a set, right? He's got a lot of people to go through. But where are you?
I'm looking at the Discord, and I don't think he wants to play.
I have been told to DQ Ryazo.
Okay.
Because he just said DQ me.
All right.
And can you put quick chat back in? That's not how it works.
Well, DQ is another restaurant to go to. So, thanks for participating today. We do appreciate your participation. Hope your time was enjoyable, and hope we see you in a future week at least.
Just shy of making it to top 8 too. You really hate to see it, but
oh no, that was top 8.
Yeah, bracket wise, it is top 8.
Okay.
Ryazo is in top 8. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just they won't be playing top 8.
I think they put in the minimal amount of work to be in top 8. That's so funny.
Man, getting on that banner, it's real cool, man. You gotta, it's how you get your name out there, the publicity.
It's so true. It be like that sometimes. But that means we're probably gonna move on to the match between Yui and Cam, or are we gonna do the quarterfinals now?
It's gonna be Yui and Cam.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I've seen this match before. This match was probably one of the most hype matches of Combo Breaker when it happened. Cam was down to the last character against Yui and made a ridiculous comeback, and the momentum swung so hard in his favor that he ended up taking the set. So, Yui probably worried about that set, to say the least. Gonna be thinking about Cam as a genuine threat, and gonna have to play it as, we'll put it lightly, strongly as possible here. Both these players, both placing really highly at several majors, like the Combo Breaker aforementioned, and I think this is going to be a great game of BB Tag. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling similarly. I think Yui has demonstrated, they're very good with the Adachi GA. always aiming for that BB tag, world record speed run. But as I say that, we're getting a Yumi Akatsuki.
Wait, no,
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 thank
no.
you. Please validate me. Validate my character knowledge. I beg. All right, cool. No, but
Okay.
Yui's really good with his team. Chi Meteors, I think, are going to be very good at slowing down Yumi Sess if they're able to kind of pause the game for a second. And both these characters, I think, have the buttons to deal with Yumi Sess' more grounded approach, at least at the start. But we'll see if it's a. I've not seen this matchup before. I'm looking to you to tell me what does Yumi Sess do against this?
Honestly, they don't have to do much. These characters have superior neutral to the Chie Adachi point. I think, okay, on the round start, we have to worry about the insta-kill. Okay, they didn't go for it. They didn't want to deal with that shit. But, yeah, no.
Yeah, get the momentum ride for sandwich. That's always a good start.
Yeah, to try to jump out here. Did not have the time to call the assist there. Nice pickup on the Adachi. Not going to be able to do much with it. Slowly picking away at it. Oh my god, wow. What an interesting situation. Nice jump out, gonna be able to recognize the 6B there. Oh my god, the JC. The 2A? Wait, what?
I'm seeing a lot of just like matchup and character familiarity, both these people calling the assist or calling out the assist at the perfect time. Oh, that's a gap.
That's a DP.
Yeah.
If they got really greedy, they could have even went for a super nice block. I forget that that's actually one of the punishable 5Cs. You could actually genuinely react to that, and gonna be able to use that to their advantage. Oh, didn't get it too much of them on the knockdown. Maybe thought they weren't gonna tech forward, but gonna be able to. Oh yeah, didn't get to call the Chie, but we're just gonna be true stringing into calling the assist anyway. Playing it safe, honestly. We have the health lead, not really much to worry about. Just gonna be slowly chipping away at the Sadachi. Yeah, and the assist calls, not really letting much happen here. Tried to go for a burst safe route, but was a little too late on when they wanted to go for it. So just gonna be push blocking away, dealing with the meteors. They don't have to do anything. Like, deadass, they just... Yeah, no, perfect spacing.
Yeah. Oh no,
Yes.
I'm able to take out that shield. Yeah. Cam doing a great job weathering that storm of just, Chie and Adachi taking their turns. And at the very end, having worn down Chie enough, you gotta deal with Strike's Throw, my favorite. Never mind.
Not have the meter for that, but we are gonna have the recognition to be able to punish the BZO, and we're definitely building the bar here to be able to kill this character. Oh my god. Commentator's curse, that's my fault. I'm sorry. That's I entirely blame myself. Oh my god, did not have the second meter in order to do for the 214C and punish that DP, but it didn't matter, just gonna be clipping the toes! And that's gonna be game 1 going to Kame Dinar.
Yeah, Kame doing just I think the best thing they were doing, really good at weathering that storm. And just, once you burn out the opponent's just like loads of resources, going in with your own, it's definitely, I think, a style of play that some of our best players use. Just like, kind of basically taking the mids more or less, and then when it's your turn, you really make it your turn. So yeah, good job by Cam taking that first game. Seeing how Yui was doing a good job kind of slowing it down, like making their turn last as long as possible, trying to sneak in BZOs, but eventually got picked apart by Cam.
Yeah, no, this is the kind of thing I was talking about, because Cam's team does a really good job at controlling the space that Chie and Adachi want to work in, especially in the slightly closer than mid-range distance, where 5P is going to consistently hit at the edge of its range. So he can't, Yui can't call 6P as much as they'd like to, meaning that they can't really lock down the Yumi or Seth as much as they would prefer to have them down. So they're going to have to play a lot more aggressive, and when you play aggressive into this team, you're bound to make any kind of mistake on offense, and that's ultimately going to be their demise. I feel like that's the case for a lot of teams I've said today, but this team especially when we have the cognizance to be able to pick up off of board whenever we get that JC.
Or with its great scaling, oh no, it didn't block all the lows. Tried to jump in the last second, it could be dead. Almost? No, it didn't have 2 bars. I think, yeah, you were fumbling.
Oh man, the The offense on Cam's part was amazing there, being able to recognize that they did not want to deal with the DP and going for some delayed overhead pressure. She not being able to mash out and just going to be able to take as much damage here. Gonna go for the reset loops. Yeah, they're just gonna...
Residence out, but you're still in the sandwich, my boy!
Oh no, that was a 2-1-4C, I think. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Rare instance of a Dashi combo dropping out.
And air stall not fall into the Yumi ice, but Yui...
Oh wow, what a nice good turn.
Yeah, you know, when in doubt, just JB out.
Especially with this character. That JB is as belligerent as it becomes, and putting the Seth in a life or death situation, going to be choosing death, because we are just getting grabbed on wake up here. But this is still a really good situation for Cam. Gonna be able to put the Adachi in a one-hit situation with 0 bar to work with.
Yeah, and especially now, one more hit. Oh man. Yeah, definitely saying if you want to get out, you're gonna have to DP, get out my strike throws instead. We're gonna see the super again, everyone's favorite cross slash, safe jumps, MP jump low, not gonna be able to kill, but going to probably force Resonance out.
Yeah, either that or just put themselves in a situation that is going to be a lot more precarious. Both of them just trying to maneuver around one another here, but Cam slowly but surely recovering a lot of that health. Oh, probably tried to do a second 2-4C on that with JC. Gonna be able to get hit by the JB. Backdash is out. Oh my god, just gets thrown! They were thinking about the DP and they moved on to the next layer. The health back into a one-hit situation. This is suddenly so much more tense. Nice DP! Oh my god, clutching it out with a fantastic timing on the reversal there, waiting until they hit just close enough to the ground so that they couldn't stall with the air 236C. Fantastic stuff to Cam.
Yeah, no, Cam very brave at that final DP, but definitely was working towards it. All set. Yui doing an excellent job, kind of running it back systematically, slowly. Something that's actually pretty hard to do, but you know, these are you can fuzzy guard sometimes, and sometimes, man, it's just a yes.
You could not have described it better. And, oh, where are you on the screen? Yes. What are you going to do? Yes. And that's really just how it felt, and especially in the beginning with Cam there. Cam did not. Yeah, go ahead.
Cam is really good at just decimating a character around start. I was unfortunately a victim of this earlier, and luckily for Yui, the hurt boxes for these bursts are not landing anywhere close to the character. Able to avoid maybe the worst case scenarios, but ultimately still has Itsuki, no bar to work with, and Kant is locked and loaded in terms of resources. Oh, blocked it that time.
Oh yeah, went for the empty low off the air dash there. Fantastic recognition to be able to use that. She gonna be able to clip with the low and slowly work on this set here. Gonna be able to call the 6P to lock them down. And another empty low. Didn't go for the full confirm, just like I assumed they were scared of the burst. Did not want to have to deal with that. Nice air-to-air from Cam. Gonna be able to stop the oppressive JC that is going to be hitting. Using the 5B auto combo to deal with push block. Yeah, gonna be able to punish the DP as well. Not gonna be able to kill the character, but this is definitely...
I don't know, man. We're gonna get that assist bar. We're going to be able to switch.
Yeah, wait, no, you might actually be right. That's probably that character.
Yeah, I think.
No, wow.
I was wrong. Full crap.
Sagem, where you at? To submit that to where it killed. Good recognition on the hit there. That's probably gonna be a dead character. No, did not go for the full hit. Just gonna be able to set up the orb here. And
no DP?
Yeah. No, she had push block on the board there, so he didn't want to risk that. That would have been a dead character if she guessed correctly. Gonna be playing it as safe as possible, killing the Chie, and just hitting the BZO. Why did Chie come from... Not Chie, why did Yumi come from that side?
Because I think... So Seth is a character where even if you like have captured stated the point, you can still call assist. So likely Yumi was kind of, as Seth was ping-ponging around in there, just picked the side to show up on. But yeah, great job to Cam beating Yui and moving on to winners quarters finals. Great showing by Yui, especially with that comeback, but ultimately not enough. Cam is very, very strong when you're not keyed in on their offensive patterns, I think.
Absolutely.
If only we all had Serene's immaculate reversal timing ability.
It's really an interesting dichotomy because I think Serene is a crazy ass player. You look at the way they play and think, okay, yeah, this person, you just gotta slow them down. But with Yui, like, both of these players were really structured in how they went about their neutral, so I think it really just came down to the player matchup. And Cam knows how to deal with players like Yui, someone that is willing to press that DP button, willing to mash two-way on wake up, not scared of any kind of reversal or reversal of a situation for that regard. So we're going to be able to move on and knock out Yui in what is probably a pretty big upset for this early in the bracket.
Yeah, it's looking like yeah, so we're going to be getting for sure. So I think we're getting Eder and Yosro up next. Is that what I'm reading up correctly?
Indeed, you were probably correct. This is probably just going to be the replacement match for what was supposed to be Urazo versus Yusoro. Not entirely sure what happened with that set. Maybe he just wasn't feeling playing Yusoro. But
okay. Yeah, it's the days are long. We are in the mid depths of summer, and you know sometimes you love playing BBTAG. Sometimes you got other things to take care of, and we get to as commentators see the aftermath, which will be Mr. Eder Yusoro. And we'll see what Yusoro plays this time. Real.
The suspense is killing us for sure.
They said they've been cooking with this team. I want to see the fresh new pasta, the sauce, the excellent dishes.
Yeah, add that marinara to the boiling water right now because it's probably going to be tasting fantastic with how it's been turning out thus far. I don't know.
Yeah, let's not dilute the sauce too much. We gotta put pasta in the boiling water for sure. Mr. Eder, definitely putting up some pasta. Adachi, this is a coffee pot. They're playing. Oh, if Yusoro plays Adachi Izuo, that'd be the best. 100%.
Don't give them ideas. Don't make
they're
it
not listening
easier.
while playing. I would be thrown off by the audio desync, but yeah, Mr. Eder. I mean, there's Adachi on this team, but Yu Narukami is different, and Yang Carmine is different from that as well. We'll see. We shall see. They've been playing a lot actually on the lobby, so maybe this is just kind of how the meta's ended up. Wouldn't surprise me. As Mr. Eder loves to say in the title card, Izuo always sucks, supposedly.
There's no exclamation point, so he doesn't mean it. It's fine.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, I don't really think the meta plays too much of an account for it at this point. Like, every character has a specific function they're gonna fill, and I think the Adachi Ruby pick is primarily just filling a different focus to the Adachi Narukami. Ruby is a lot better at controlling the air than Narukami, and that's saying something because Narukami has some of the best air normals in the game. So
yeah, you can't what Narukami has in like active frames, you can't really beat Ruby's just sheer speed and recovery. Speaking of recovery, Yosuro getting a excellent punish on that with burst.
Yeah, I think they tried to set up a sandwich, but didn't really do much with it. Just gonna be keeping it simple. Yeah, just going for the overhead. That is particularly dangerous in the corner. You don't even need any crazy tech to do so. Gonna be able to use their mobility to their advantage here. Just controlling the pace of the match really well. Not letting anything go through, and not gonna be able to kill the character, I don't think. This might be a 2.5 super moment. Yeah, no, didn't even bother. Just gonna be...
Tried to... Saw the soundless pod that said, you know what, I'm gonna get hit. It was all intentional. Now Yang's in the back, powered up. And we have Shin Carmine and Shin Yang almost there.
Wait, what?
Wait, someone got hit in that, right? I thought I'm not crazy.
No, that was definitely a situation where they could have gotten hit, but I don't know. I like the throw there to keep it... Oh wow, he just came in immediately. There was some respect going on Yusoro's part there, which is something that I'm not accustomed to seeing from him. But I guess when you have a health lead like this, you really just don't have to care. But that's...
Well, we're not gonna have a health lead if you keep on getting hit blood like that.
Oh my god. Seeing these interactions...
Popping off. Almost got exploded again, but thankfully we are not blocking. And Yosuro, that could have been bad. But luckily, Carmine picked out at the very end.
Honestly, that was a really good idea from Yusoro, because even if you did get hit by the bomb, the only thing Carmine could have done to convert there, maybe, is convert into Bloodhouse, but he didn't even have 2-bar. So
Mhm.
there was really no threat. The worst you're going to get hit by is like maybe 2k, and throwing out that Azio and stifling the movement to not lose as much ground ultimately means that even if he does get hit, it doesn't matter as much. He's not put in the corner for it. So I love that idea from Yusoro. If he's able to bring that kind of momentum into the next game, this is going to be looking a lot more difficult for Eater.
Definitely want to see Eater maybe play around the possibility of Ruby 5P. Definitely just been getting hit by it raw, which is a little surprising. It's not the best hitbox in the world, and all you need is to surrender the sandwich.
Yeah, we're just getting looped in the same situations here. Interesting misses. Oh, but man, it just doesn't matter. We are somehow correct in every single situation that he has been in, and we take those, I guess. That's going to be a dead character already. 18 seconds on the clock, and neither of the two Oh, I lied. That's on me. Why are we going for DP routes?
Yeah, incoming's not always the easiest to block. Yang's got a lot of health bar to go through, but so did Josero. Getting a Ruby BNB, we're gonna get the classical save jump, and we're just going to bust down.
Yeah, I played it safe there.
Punish?
I think the... Yeah, no, that was definitely a punish. That wasn't counter hit recovery, so they just played it safe there.
He doesn't have
Oh my god, that
He's
sucks.
gonna get exploded for the endless activation. Both characters are in there. Oh,
I think we could have killed if it went for 2-1-4 AC into Super, but whatever, it happens. Nice recognition, damn! That's the second time Yusoro has done something really smart in terms of neutral there, just reacting to the bottle rocket and supering through? Like, come on, who does that?
I definitely wouldn't have done that. The landing recovery, definitely rearing his ugly head there for Mr. Eater, not able to block in time, and Yusoro definitely scrapping with his team and forcing Mr. Eater into a 2-0 hole.
Yeah, no, really, I'm honestly impressed. Go ahead.
No, I mean we're still sticking with the team. We're not playing easier today.
Yeah, no, they're going. This is their grave team. They're if they want to go out, this is how they're gonna do it. And you know what? You gotta respect it.
Yeah, for sure.
But honestly, I'm super impressed with how Yusoro is playing this team thus far. This is really cool. I think Ruby fits him a lot better than Narukami in this regard, due to how freeform she can be. Obviously, it looks like this is a new character for him, so he seems a little uncomfortable in that regard. But having Adachi in the back is going to make it a lot easier, especially when we're going to be able to defend like that and set up more situations into their...
Ooh, gets a heat rider to their buff as well. That's a big cross up to take.
Yeah, just going to be trying to call the assist there. Maybe getting in on Carmine as fast as possible. Really just playing it safe. Interesting respect on Yusoro's part, and wow, what an interesting pressure loop from Eater here. Not going to be able to get the combo and just bursting out, baiting the... Oh, what a freaking hit confirm! That was so good. I didn't confirm that hit. He just recognized the 2A and confirmed it properly. That was so cool. Man, it's the little stuff like that that makes players separates from the great from the best. And man, that's so cool. I love it.
Not able to carry cancel that 2A in time, definitely too far in the animation. Oh, the Adachi, JB just barely saving him, who almost gets a hit from off the J. He gets the 2B, probably going to be just barely living, except mix up. You get to look at this.
What was his plan? What was the plan? What did he think was going to happen?
So running it back, there's a world I think where the BZO takes a little bit longer to start up. You can 5A, you can jump cancel. If Ruby is jumping and she gets hit, she gets knocked down. Maybe it's not as scary. But we, just like we can't count set numbers, not everyone can count frames to the exact number in game. You're sort of going to win that one over Mr. Eater.
That was awesome. That was a really good set on Yusoro's part. I'm super impressed with how he played. And obviously Eater did really good as well. And he just guessed wrong. You know, BBTAG's the kind of game where if you guess wrong, it's just lights out for you. And that was one of those situations where it'd be like that sometimes. You can't really blame him too much. So shout outs to Eater. You made it pretty far in the bracket. Got 5th place as far as I can tell. And that is nothing to scoff at. So good stuff to him.
Yeah,
but we're going to be able to...
today with this pretty populous bracket. Good job to Mr. Eater indeed. Hope to see you again in the future week. And I think we'll be seeing our next two, Hachi and Cam, up here. Losers quarters. Cam has been on a mission, I think, after that Serene set. We'll see if that energy can continue onto Hachi.
I don't doubt it in the slightest. But honestly, I think the way Hachi plays is probably going to overwhelm Cam here, because the way that he likes to go about the neutral is particularly aggressive, and aggression that's a bit too much can always be difficult to deal with. What a confirm, damn. Recognizing the hit and gonna be able to go for that here. Going to go for the Oki on that JV and push blocking away. Gonna be using... Yep, it'd be like that. Oh my god, that was so unfortunate.
Yeah, Seth's burst usually a very good one just because of like its wide and tall hitbox. Unfortunately, not able to catch the Akihiko dive kick, and you can't block. And yeah, it's gonna be frame traps with the corkscrew. Got the loops going.
What the hell?
Got the movement. He's just blue beating, trying to get that last bit of damage.
This is exactly like I was saying. This is the kind of thing that Cam just needs to prep for. The damage output, even if he's wrong this many times, it just doesn't matter. He read that. He knew.
Oh, the cool now! Trying to look too cool on that. I was popping off.
Man, if he killed on that, oh my god.
That would have been one of the sickest combos I've ever seen. But no BB tag bash today. Hachi taking that first game. Wow, you were completely right, man. As you were saying that, I was thinking that Cam has seen more success when the opponent's like neutral kind of slows down, and they need a second to set up, and that's when Yumi and Seth can kind of run out strike throw game. But the way Hachi played right there, no chance of that getting started.
I think there's a couple mindsets that most players have when going into the set. You can think about it like a Zero May Cry.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you don't get in, you still have that win condition. You hit them once, they fucking explode. And both of these characters can definitely lend to that. Akatsuki is really good at setting up Cyclone too, so if he chooses to set that up, then he's really gonna die.
I see. Yeah,
So
no, definitely like the multiple sways, and then that's a guess real life situation. Because even the throw, man, that's like 8K before super.
man.
Right, so Hachi, Cam ready to get back into it. Hachi taking a second. I wonder what Cam can do to kind of mitigate that. Usually I would say, yeah, just maybe try to get your assist called out there, but the way Hachi plays, that Seth is going to get duffed every time.
Yeah.
I would consider even maybe like doing Seth's point, but I'm not sure like if that order is something Cam really plays his team in.
Yeah, no, Yumi objectively has the better round start as opposed to Seth, so you're always going to have that character first. And that's not really saying much, because as many pros that Yumi has, round start is surprisingly not one of them. So you're going to have to play pretty safe here. Nice tech on the throw, going to be able to destroy all of the CC meter. Oh, yeah. Almost confirmed that JA. That would have been the most ridiculous hit I've ever seen if he got that. But almost as insane as this hit. Going to be able to use the assist to his advantage here. Tried to potentially bait the burst. Oh, it was a little too far for that. Just going to be working around this Akihiko jumping back. Does not want to deal with the JC. Yeah, no, there it is. Tried to throw, interestingly enough, and didn't really do much with it. Gonna be swapping to the Akatsuki here. Gonna be playing it as safe as possible. Nice throw. The strike throw game do be hitting.
Yeah, already the momentum is swinging on the Cam's side. Definitely was able to weather that initial storm, have the CC advantage. Not calling assist here, a bold choice, I think. Just because if you're not gonna kill him, like that's the time to start going. But already some good air dares by Hachi. Not able to get the JC pickup. Wow. Alright.
Okay, they were a little too far to pick that up, but that was still really cool on Hachi's part. Nice recognition on the whiff 2C. They're going to be able to get the full combo on that 2-4C here, and getting a surprisingly chunky amount of damage on such a weird starter. Tried to go for the cross-up, but thankfully that push block saving his butt, and going to be able to keep it as safe as possible. Nice push block, and sending him full scroll. Oh my god, what a grab.
Definitely did a good job catching Cam, looking too much at the orb, but we would cover him, grabs the throw, and again, wow, Hachi running it down, tries to go for frame kill, leaving. Yeah, I think I'm starting to see just the ability to kind of push block meterless punish from Hachi's side is definitely throwing a wrench in Cam's like usual desired offensive patterns.
Yeah, no. And like I was talking about with the kinds of playstyles, while Hachi is leaning towards the batshit, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you kind of ideal, Cam is leaning towards the preemptive in order to try and beat that, you know, dealing with a corkscrew by throwing out projectiles or taking it in the air before he's able to get hit by it, things like that. I think if he plays a little more reactive and just waits for Hachi to try and take his advance, that's going to be the determining factor of how he's going to win this match. And he has to make that adaptation here and now, because this is set point for Hachi here in Regis bracket.
Not a good start, starting off with this S4P, going to get his assist clipped and also going to be put into another bad situation. Or good block on the super jump cross up. Not good enough. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Basically throwing his character into the step to fall.
Tried to keep it burst safe there, good stuff. Oh, delayed it a little too much, wasn't able to do much with it. But it's going to be, oh my god. If they confirm that orb hit as well, that would have been really cool. But was going to be able to block that out and thankfully escape the situation. Calling Yumi a lot for someone who has such low health, but
honestly, I kind of like it. Like, Yumi assist is doing a lot of work for Cam here. Definitely helping him kind of secure this neutral. Seems like Yumi 5P also doing a good job. And doesn't get hit that time on the push block. Has to deal with this, or helping him out. And something we're seeing here, I think, a lot is that Hachi has been in partner deficit for a good minute.
Yeah, that's something I was going to comment on earlier, but not having the ability to just call that out is really strong. Nice recognition to just block that. Oh my god, what a jump out.
Up to air dash? What a carry on the orb! The situational awareness is crazy. And
oh no, the assist! Oh, didn't punish it though! Oh, tried to CRM with no meter. Reset with the cross-up? Oh, nice burst! You're gonna be able to use the 2-8 to hit that as well. And man! Okay. But gonna keep it slow. Akatsuki can easily bring it back. He has explosive damage in resonance. Oh, that 2 is not gonna do too much, but we are gonna be able to carry to the other. No, never mind.
We're gonna get the weird hit on the EX on the Katsu Super, and then you're gonna play an honest neutral game to get all the way back here, man.
Honest, in quotations.
Hey man, Akatsuki definitely one of the most normal guys in the BBTAG roster. Great use of the parry to avoid the cross up. And Ken just spending this bar. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously you mostly just need it for neutral now, but.
Yeah,
you gotta let in this last hit, man.
Akatsuki can't really do much here. Like, yeah, no, you're just fishing for that kind of hit, and
yeah.
that's a GG's on the match. If we're able to recreate that a couple more times, then I think Cam is okay. So, what do you think he changed in order to make this game a reality?
I think he played at least a good 30 seconds of Seth with Yumi 6P backing him up, and then Hachi had to try really hard to kind of break through that, spending CC a lot. And that ultimately, I think, put him in the hole too much as far as like having the resources to, even if he landed a hit, get big damage or put Cam into situations.
Never put me in a situation. That's essentially what he got from that. And spitting, honestly, that's the kind of thing that you have to have the mindset for. Recognizing where Hachi is using his defensive tools and keeping him on the back foot so that he is not able to use his options like that. Just pressing the 2-way button, going for the reset.
So gross. it's going to do so much damage too. The orb setup with the JC, I think, is quite a revelation. He's trying to get one of those rounds where he just steals the character right away, doesn't have to worry about it for the rest of the game. He's gonna get pretty far in that goal right here.
Yeah, just gonna keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
Cash out? He's not dead. No way.
Metaphorically, he's pretty dead.
Oh yeah, mentally? I'd be pretty dead.
Bro, 16k! Oh my god, it's so cheap.
Yeah, just being able to do that is so ridiculous. And yeah, look at that. He's using his tools to force Hachi to not approach the ways that he was before. A lot more lows, a lot more projectiles in general, a lot more air movements, and it has been working in a stellar fashion here.
Yeah, and I'm definitely trying to just run a Yumi Seth game, or I think it's mostly just a Yumi game to be honest, and doing a great job of that so far. Hachi needs to make an adjustment, I think. I wonder what kind of adjustment. I say that.
So the way that Cam started playing that there, like we said, is a little more reactionary in terms of movement, but he was throwing in a lot more buttons to stop what Hachi was doing preemptively. So the same advice that we gave Cam prior is something that we can give to Hachi here. You wait more, because Cam was not reacting to that 6-6, I guarantee you that. So if you wait for him to whiff it and then start doing it, mix up your timing a little more, then it's going to be a lot more difficult for him to start doing the things that he wants to do.
Yeah, I'm already seeing like an adjustment. Instead of going for the dash and you do just raw corkscrews instead. See if you can catch them when trying to play this kind of footsie game. Started out really good. Oh, here comes the reset. No, we're just gonna not gonna bother with the reset. Just take your 4K and go.
Oh my god.
Unlucky, not able to get the Akatsuki launch hit in time. Now we gotta deal with Poki. No. Good block. Good fuzzy guard. Oh, and
no.
Cam was already committed to the orb, I think.
Ooh.
Not the fattest starter, but it's good damage.
Yeah, just gonna be forcing him to you have to
jump
reverse
low.
that.
Yeah.
The 2B of the gods. Yeah, just delaying the pressure here, trying to force Cam into wasting some resources to get out. This character... Oh wow, yeah, try to TRM. Oh no! That's gonna be a dead character. Maybe he thought he had enough time on the CC in order to call Akatsuki and swap to him, but no, gonna be able to lose the character for that. That's such a huge blunder, having all that momentum and suddenly being taken away from you. Akatsuki. Solo resonance here. Granted, this is level 4. This is Akatsuki. This is not a character that you need to fumble with too much, but it's not looking particularly strong right now. Gonna be able to catch on the low and slowly but surely whittle away this character. Not gonna be able to punish with the assist on the DP.
Hashi's got plenty of bar. I think he's trying to just look for a situation just to start setting up some kind of neutral, because Akatsuki has a hard time, I think, getting past the air fireballs. You kind of just have to fish it out, and is able to take out Yumi. Going to be forcing it into one-on-one versus Seth. This is going to be a little bit... it's still very threatening, though. Seth, with Resonance, obviously has the EX dash into Super. That'll do a big grip, and Akatsuki, unfortunately, does not have much in the way of fireballs. He might be able to kill here. He's not going to the bar.
No, he's definitely not going to die. But we're wasting a ton of resonance time here. Tried to bait the push block with the TRM, but was a little too preemptive. Didn't match on it. What a clash! Going to be able to get the counter hit here, and even at the health pools a little more. Just going to be setting traps on the board, trying to stall out the time and make something happen. Oh yeah, this Akatsuki is just sitting back and waiting for something. Oh no, got hit by the orb, and this is a single hit situation for Hachi. Gonna have to play as solid as possible here in order to navigate the neutral that's going on. Oh,
yeah,
with the
all
5v...
star, but just not much in the way that Akatsuki has to use this, especially when Seth is running away. Yeah. Wow.
That
really
was so unfortunate.
Pulling it out in the end.
The way that Hachi was playing the first couple rounds and during that 5th and final was super cool. Like he knew what he was doing. I just think he wasn't able to look at what Cam adapted to fast enough, and the unfortunate situation of losing the Akihiko in such a pivotal situation really ruined the momentum. It didn't matter how much you did with the Akatsuki there. You had to work so much harder now that the first character died, and man, that singular drop really just tells how volatile a game like BBTAG can be. Good stuff to Cam for moving on in the bracket, and fantastic stuff to Hachi for playing as well as he did, placing fourth and ending up in the hearts of all of us for that unfortunate situation.
Yeah. Yeah, really good play by Hachi at the end. Definitely, I think, as you said, that corkscrew into whoops, there goes Akihiko. Definitely the pivotal point. So yeah, we're going to move on, I think, to winners finals. Thanks for showing up, Hachi. I love to see your play and hope you come back again in future week. So I think Serene and Weekondo played some sets. I know Weekondo sometimes has a bit of trouble connecting to some people. Serene might said, hey, if this is just kind of bus ass, I might just play Tank Tiger. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see if that's what ends up happening for winners finals.
We couldn't go one tournament without seeing this godforsaken character.
Tiger's great. I don't know. Don't be throwing shade on my boy. 20k health and command grabs. But to say that this is probably one of the more polarizing teams in the game would be an understatement. So yeah, we're getting right into it. Tank Tiger, Azrael Heart.
Get ready.
Very interesting.
What is the purpose?
Well,
Why?
the purpose is to when the connection's not great, you have some fun, and for sure, Tank Tiger, fun team.
Is the connection really that bad?
That's what I've heard. I mean,
Oh.
I believe it. Sometimes things are just rough. But yeah, this is an interesting team. I think Serene definitely plays this game. So it's not like he's doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he only knows how to play the team because of situations like this. Why do you
mean, like,
that?
I believe Serene has played this team more than someone has played, I guess, Sadashi. Is my personal take. We're already having a lot of fun here. Look at this. How can you hate this? Oh no,
Why?
TUDP not going to TUDP very bad at actually beating up bursts. Unluckily, gets a good backdash. Going to put Heart into another corner. Oki doesn't go for the safe jump because I think if you keep Heart in the air like that, you can grip her with the air HP. Going to keep Heart in the corner and have Tank in the back for Oki. I would just super jump forward and say, do whatever you want. I'm going to CC, and then we're going to get hit by Azrael because no one plays Azrael Heart other than you.
Oh man, it honestly didn't even look that bad in this situation until he blocked that DP. And we're not blocking that one. Oh, what a mash. I'm shocked that the armor didn't proc on JC there. Maybe it was a bit too late into the active frames, but it just be like that, I guess.
Oh, and you know what? Tank's armor loses to lows, and Azrael has one very slow low in 2A. Going to run this out as much as he can, and ultimately going to kill Tank for his transgressions.
Man, that was such a cool combo for such a dumb situation. I hate it here. You could really tell that BBTAG wears on you mentally, because watching this kind of shit is like, man.
You don't take joy from. I love seeing the wacky stuff come out. But yeah, Serene, I think, was playing the match pretty well until you let Heart, I know, leave with super or with super 6P. It's always something very hard to deal with, no matter what team you play, especially if you don't have the bar ahead of time. So we'll see if we can adjust here.
I don't really know what you would adjust with, honestly. Like, neither of these characters do particularly well into Heart, and dealing with high mix-up character that. Okay.
There we go.
Yo, matchup knowledge.
Heart Tiger. There's a lot of things like Heart likes to home in at you, and Tiger's Mantism makes it difficult for Heart to home the way she usually wants to. Oh, this is a 2B pickup. This is knockdown. And it tries to fade away, but Azrael DP relatively unique in how it goes forward. I see the wedge.
I'm shocked I went through the wedge, honestly. Nice use of the 6-6 in order to frame trap on the 5BB. Gonna be air DPing just just to deal with that. Nice armor. Oh man.
Oh
Armor?
no, not
No.
again! Yeah, I know Heart. So something I think Serene could be doing here to kind of mitigate that is just he has the bar. Just stand on the ground and wait, because you can be pretty sure it's gonna happen. And just like you can be pretty sure that Tager is Thunder.
How did I know that cross-up J236 was coming? I saw the resonance and thought, he's just gonna cross him up. It was so obvious. God damn. Actually, you know what? You know, maybe Serene thought that too and block cross-up, but since
Yeah,
Tager's
same
so
side.
big and it's same side, little interactions like that just make life so weird.
That's just the ambiguity when you're playing a big body. Serene down 2-0 right now. Has had a chance in each of these games, but I think I can definitively say that each of those wake up supers has been a turning point. Not the only way I think to mitigate that. Maybe be a little bit more, tight on your Oki. Definitely doing a great job getting the DP calls on the heart. Definitely making weak Hondo sink a little bit whenever he jumps. That was so weird, so fortunate. Can we go for the grab?
Yeah, no, doesn't look like he's gonna be going for that this time. Unfortunately, the standing low, gonna be whipping from that bar. Oh, okay. Unfortunately blocked the minus on block follow-up to that, but gonna be able to carry all the way to the corner here, potentially put Tager on death's door.
And that
Yeah,
Tager's gonna be dead for sure. Tager, we're not gonna do a combo. The connection is somewhere. Tank getting crossed up even with his huge frame. I think that's a dead character.
Yeah, that's definitely dead. Assuming we don't drop the combo, of course, but we keep it simple in this house. Wakando taking a 3-0. Oh, wait. Okay. Big ass
gotta
character.
wait for the fall. For sure. And, waiting just long enough, Wakanda takes that game. So yeah, Wakanda going on to grand finals. During Smile, we'll see you in losers bracket. Hopefully you're able to play your match, because I know there was some other times where the timing's got a little bit tight. So Yosero can't make it quick. We got to get through the rest so that everyone gets their chance.
Yeah, wow. Okay. We are officially in our top 4, and that means we are going to be seeing a potential return of the goddamn Taker tank.
I feel like Serene will play. Serene in the Discord, as far as I can tell, just said, "I'm playing this because the connection's not. I'm not feeling it." And that's sometimes just the dice you have to roll, the hand you have to deal with. It is what happens when we play and all come together in the wonderful lands of PC Tag from all across the 3,000 miles of United States continental mass. It's how it has to be.
It do be like that sometimes. Man, it sucks that it's so inconsistent when it comes to connections, because I feel like the PC Tag port does have some genuine boons as opposed to the PS4 version. Having such a low input latency is huge. That makes things more reactable, that makes things easier to consistently look for and use to your advantage. It makes your inputs cleaner. There's really no downside to having less latency, and you could always add a slight bit more by turning on VSync if the connection is worse, or just doing the IM. There are fixes to it, but the fact that it's so inconsistent regardless of those fixes really does just make taking slightly more delay on PS4, or I actually don't know how it is on Xbox. It might be a little better, but yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks. I appreciate the players for sticking it out regardless. Good stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of sticking it out, we're going to be we're gonna be sticking it out into our loser semis. Yosero versus Cam. Yosero not playing Ruby. Doesn't have face, I guess. Definitely, I guess against Cam, you want to have that consistent kind of flowchart game plan versus more of a scrambling game plan, because Yumi says if they touch you, one wrong, one 5B, one JC in the wrong time, that's not gonna be happy.
And I think Happy's putting it a bit simply there, but I'm honestly surprised that we're going for the Narukami here as opposed to the Ruby. Narukami is obviously always a great choice, but the Ruby really does just lock down both these characters from the airspace, and Cam primarily wants to play there in order to make both these characters uncomfortable. So I'm not
Well, I'm
really
not
sure
to be
what
the one to
mindset
tell
is.
someone to not play their main after the sets where we had people not play their main. So go, Yosor, you're doing great. Play this team.
I appreciate the consciousness to not fall into hypocrisy. That's good. You love
I
to see
gotta
it.
gotta be consistent as as we want to do.
Consistency is key. And oh wow, that really whiffed. That was super unfortunate. I'm surprised you recovered in time from that 2-4. See, that 2B a little too early on the burst there. Gonna be able to... Oh, yeah, no, he flinched. Got hit by the 6P regardless. Didn't get too much off of it, but... neutral. They're definitely doing things.
Ooh, we're doing
Nice
neutral for
defense.
sure. Cam's got really good fast movement, I noticed, and yeah, definitely trying to start stealing that meter. Oh, to float on the persona just enough, preventing Narukami from getting hit by that EX dash. Yeah, short projectile full screen.
Oh yeah, tried to fuzzy block the double hitting JA, and it did not work in their favor. Just gonna be push blocking out and mashing, messing up the timing on Yusoro's part. Gonna have to force him to start doing TRN there. Oh my god, what timing!
Yeah, it's really hard after you're so used to trying to block in the shift and dealing with everything when they go for the immediate grab. Getting good damage on this too. I don't even know where that last 4K came from, but wow, taking out Adachi quite decisively.
The pleasures, excuse me, of not scaling when you do a combo. It really just do be that simple sometimes. Mashing. What?
You mashing!
How did that hit? You got a combo too. You're carried. You're carried.
Ooh, definitely Cam not ready for that push block, pushing him closer to Yumi. Yosuro needs to get this character killed, but it's not going to be able to now to deal with an evasive Seth. Yumi 60 lurking in the back, ready to make any combo his last, and I actually did live one more, I think. Unless there's something crazy routing he's got. Nope, go for the reset.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Go for the media assist. And yeah, no, that's a dead character. Cam taking game 1.
I need to look at that combo again. I have no idea. I think that was a throw starter? Am I crazy?
No. He hit with a 2A and then the orb hit after, so he just went for something simple.
I mean, on the combo where Seth's Yumi did like 16k.
It was a 2B starter.
Okay, I see. There was a reset in between this row. Gotcha. But yeah, that was hella damage. Holy shit. Oh, that was the burst punish. Right. I remember now.
Yeah, because Yusoro didn't want to have to deal with the throw damage there, so he involuntarily put himself into a life and death situation.
You gotta take this throw, I think, against Yumi. That's just, I think, the general smart thing to do, because her throw damage is, normal, like 4k. Her hit damage is Badinga's. That's gonna be a grift on Narukami without meter. Holy crap.
Can we talk about the meter build though?
And when you do a lot of damage, you get a lot of meter. And this team has the routing where you do not need to spend meter to get that damage.
Yeah, wow. I mean, I think these two are just like really familiar with the player matchup at this point because they've played a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And having that knowledge really does go a long way. Cam is just using what he knows about Yusoro to his advantage. Didn't even have to spend the fourth bar there. And yeah, just killing on a DP again. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, he goes.
Okay, yeah, absolutely gone. I mean, in that situation, you're looking at like 2 orbs on the screen, a Yumi coming in from who knows where. It's real stressful. And I don't blame anyone for just being like, please, we can go next game. I'll DP for you. It's fine. Yeah, wow. Cam going up 2-0 right now. Will Yusoro switch? This team, though, a little bit more consistent, has not quite been able to... No, we're keeping it. Never mind. My speculations for not.
Yeah, I mean, you've already played out a couple games with this team. There's really no point in swapping it out. You're already comfortable with it. The funny part is, before this set, I saw Yusoro hop on Steam play BB Tag, so clearly he was not playing the game. So maybe he's just doing something that's comfortable to him at this point. And you gotta respect that. Comfortability, like we spoke about earlier, is easily the most important thing. And yeah.
Yeah, I think Yosoro maybe got caught up in the future side a little bit. Saw that 6B coming, said, I don't want to deal with a JC 6B situation. And when you weren't looking, that 5B came out. And guess what? This round,
Dead!
this round goes 16k toot. This
no.
round doesn't do any damage because I dropped it.
Yeah, he...
Sandwich?
Nice block.
Swap?
I didn't block this one.
Risky swap. You Narukami at very low HP, but if you switch out to Adachi, everything's okay. Trying to chase. Not gonna be able to, have to block the lasers from the orb and throw counter.
That was really interesting sequencing from Cam too, because he knew that the orb was going to hit at that particular time, and was able to set up into the Yumi, after, knowing that his set was so low. And being able to recognize when his orbs are coming out is such a strength that it really does just separate what a set player should be as opposed to how they. Oh my! Come on,
These
really?
guys.
What?
I mean,
what are you doing?
Yosoro was looking for a throw crush. I get it. I don't know what Cam was looking for a quick way to end it. Unfortunately, it's not going to be quick. Dashi is going to be allowed to live, allowed to get Heat Riser, and he might be able to do this. Just needs to get rid of this Yumi as soon as you can. Ooh, good smack.
Oh wow! Actually catches with the button there. Gonna be able to burst out regardless. Keep both characters alive. Yeah, just frame trapping all the buttons here, keeping it as safe as possible. All this meter on the board. Probably wants to swap out to Yumi just to get all that red health back. That's easily the big one. Did not recognize the hit. Oh, gonna be able to call that. Did not do anything with this. Nice block on the cross up there.
You gotta block it one more time. Able to do it successfully.
Yeah.
Kills the Fest, just catching him jumping. Oh man, down to solo Yumi.
Look at all the meters spent. One hit and it could be death. Yeah, there it is.
That'll be the end of it. Cam pulling out his inner melty blood, climbing the tree, throwing out the anti-air jabs, and ultimately taking it very convincingly over Yusoro. Cam on a roll after that initial Serene Smile set. But guess who's back in your way? Losers finals, Serene versus Cam Dinar.
Yes, sir. That if coming back through losers is motivation enough, it really does put you on the spot when you're forced to come back to the person that put you there to begin with. And I think if he's able to overcome that obstacle, then he has a very real chance of winning this. Not because Wakando doesn't know how to play against this character or this person, but because having such confidence in yourself and going through so many people in order to do so, it really does a lot for your play. And confidence goes a long way in making everything work properly. But if Serene plays this team, I don't really know if that confidence is going to stick.
If Serene plays this team, can I press the button to skip the cutscene? Is my thought process.
That's how it feels, definitely.
This is I mean, this team versus Heart Azrael, I can see it. This one against Sense Yumi, unless you got that reversal timing on lock again. This is not. That's my feeling, man. That HP don't mean anything as long as Yumi's getting those right starters.
Oh, I have to wonder where Cam went, because I'm sure he knew that he was supposed to play next, but then maybe he wanted to go take a break, who knows. Hopefully he's holding up fine, and that he's not particularly worried at the moment.
I'm sure they'll be.
Yeah. But it really... I don't know, honestly. I think the dichotomy between these three players is going to be interesting if they all play to their fullest. Mm-hmm. I know there was a couple connection issues between Wakando and a couple other players. Hopefully if either of these players go through to meet him, it doesn't happen again. Because that really would lead to a particularly anticlimactic grand finals, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
But
no, I wouldn't. You want to see everyone being able to play at their best. Hopefully, for grands and losers finals, we get to see the best play that these players are able to muster. But we got to get there first. So Serene and Cam queuing up. Serene is not locked in this team.
Yet.
Yet. Serene, do it for me. Firewalled.
even if he did play Team 40k, I don't really know how effective it would be.
I think Rachel being able to pollute the screen has done a lot. Did wonders for his neutral in the winter side set. So you definitely want to see Rachel on there. Because Tager has a ways to get around things this team does, but he does not have amazing ways of, I guess, dealing. Basically, some of his advantages, like high health, are mitigated by Yumi. Cess has routes that'll just kill you.
Oh, I don't think
He
we're...
did lock in there. I wonder if they're debating something.
man.
Oh, we're getting this. Okay, well,
That's a little disappointing, honestly,
gotta watch
but...
out. I'm disappointed because I gotta see my boy get slaughtered out here. But things. You know what? I'm being very down on this. I may be getting too down. I'm sure that there's lots of things you could do, especially Taker Point has some merits in this. Especially being able to just super jump over. Definitely good when Cam starts by approaching and you're able to kind of avoid some situations. But the situations begin.
Yeah, no, maybe you're right. There's definitely value in some of these things. Unfortunately, was not able to pick up the punish on the 214 BA,
And not
it's
able
just
to
going
get
to
the
be...
throw after the +2 situation. Instead, it'll lose the CC. And Cam being very generous, not doing the big combo damage yet.
I think if they waited on that 5P until they saw Tager move, it would have been a lot easier to call them out, because the reason they weren't able to do so was because of the 5P. Oh my god, didn't recognize the JC armor hit!
They're gonna see if you can use Tager to kind of snipe Seth, but not gonna happen. Seth's refreshing those orbs very excellently to make sure that he still has it on the screen. And tank into Yumi is difficult.
Difficult is probably not giving it enough credit to the tank player. Like, look at that. She wasn't even that far out of the apex of her jump, and she still got clipped by that. Oh my god.
Almost get the laser pickup though. And there goes Tank. Yeah, one of the hardest things that Tank has to deal with is that he's so big and Yumi has very low recovery air projectiles. It's almost impossible to throw out your usually good zoning game without getting hit instead. He's so smart.
Not smart enough.
No, absolutely not. Gonna confirm the 4A counter hit and gonna lose his character here. Game 1 going to Cam.
Yeah. Once Tager put Yumi in the corner like that, it really was just a guessing game, and that's the strength of a grappler as like dedicated as Tager is.
Mm-hmm.
You really do have to be aware of it, like, at all times, because guessing wrong against Tager will inevitably lead to your death in a position like that. So maybe there is merit to having a character as mentally taxing as Tager on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead.
I mean, yeah, the main thing was once Tank was kind of forced to play solo against the Yumi Seth because Tager had been bleeding so much. That's definitely when things started turning for the worse. See if you can maybe put Tank in a better position.
Okay, it wasn't a happy birthday.
Tank's in a better position. He didn't get hit.
Yeah, technically. You gotta look at the positives.
Yeah, Cam usually very good at kind of navigating over the spark bolts. Not that time. Barely gets it in. Ooh, hiding behind the Tank sprite. And Seth's able to dash out using good use of the fastball. And Serene doing a good job. Again, I think showing one of the weaknesses the team has to kind of push block button pressure. Unfortunately, tags in Tank badly, and he's not gonna be happy. Ooh.
Oh wow, the throw bait, okay.
Yeah,
Something
Tank-
I'd like to see a little more of is people using the tallness of Tank to their advantage and doing the staircase stuff on them. especially when they're standing, because that gives them a lot of opportunities to mix them, even if it isn't a death situation. But I don't know, it really doesn't matter if you're just gonna be able to kill anyway. Nice hit on the low. Gonna be able to reset with the JC. Not a kill, but definitely a lot closer than it has any right to be, honestly.
Yeah, he did 10k off that JC hit, man. That's crazy. Oh, gets the
my
reset.
God.
Campbell's not looking, and Serene's not doing the full. You know what? That worked out. Doing the bare minimum, saves all the rest of his time, and times the backdash a little bit too late. Yumi 5A coming in, killing Taker.
Yep, that is indeed a dead character, and Cam taking the second game and potentially threatening Serene's life in the bracket.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like Serene showing he kind of knows how to play parts of this team, but can't quite put it together in some situations, and yeah, not having a great time.
It makes me wonder why they decided to stick with the team, but man, you're just not feeling it sometimes, and when you're in that mood, it really is best to just have some fun, and maybe that's what Serene's feeling right now. And Cam's just gonna take full advantage of that. Gonna be able to pick up with the damage here. Gonna try and bait out some sort of reversal option. Unfortunately, was not able to recognize that hit here. Yeah, just not taking out.
Serene doing very funny routes is the best thing I can describe it. Unfortunately, Cesc air dive having a hitbox before
Wow.
the man grab is able to hit. And
Is that a 720?
Very smart. Yeah, no, it's just probably normal, I think. Never mind. It was 720. He's such a lord.
He did have a lot of time to buffer it, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, making a good guess there, but this is a worse guess, and I think could die from a right combo.
Okay, maybe there's some credit I can give to Tank. If he sets orb too low, it's really difficult to nab a kill. Oh my god, come on. That's so tragic.
Yeah, Serene bursting there, a little bit surprising, just because even though Seth did get that extension, probably not the scariest thing. Yeah, just doing immediate assist, and solo tank, unironically worse than solo Taker in this situation. I don't even think we get to see the resonance. Just going to grab the tank and send them out of the bracket. It's going to be Cam Wekondo winners into grand finals.
Yeah, that they're definitely carrying some momentum into that grands.
Cam has been on a tear. I'll be real. That's a lot of people he's beaten up.
Yeah, just to give like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to have a little look through it, he won against Lant in winners, lost to Serene as we saw, had a DQ against Rat Silk, then won against Yui, Hachi, Yusoro, and now Serene once again, getting his revenge. Maybe not in the way that he wanted to, but that was a good amount of people to go through just to get to this point, just to accentuate what you said a little more. And putting yourself in this position, it probably feels pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean, someone's gotta play all those matches, and definitely is a tournament skill to be able to play them to the best of your ability. We're gonna see now for the grand finals whether Cam can fight through what is supposedly a weird connection with Wekondo and put a stop to the Heart Azrael menace.
Yeah. Fingers crossed that things are going to be looking a lot better. And yeah, there's not really much I can say about it. I just really hope the set goes well, because both these players have been showing they know their stuff. And seeing the two players that have made it this far in the bracket is always a good thing. So let's have a good set.
For sure. Getting right into it. Grand finals on this lovely Wednesday night. Let's go. Bandit Temple, the classic.
Yeah, this stage, same characters, same teams, everything all the above. We're not changing anything just yet. I don't think either of these two would want to swap to any team this late into the bracket, especially not after preparing it that often. So we might have a long night ahead of us, but that just means more good old BBTAG, and you love to see it.
Already doing a good job kind of navigating the neutral that Cam wants to play. Heart homing going to play. Taking another turn, trying to see if he can bait out a burst or something, and this is already not good, yeah. Doesn't go for the CC, instead just says your overloads the mental stack, gets a throw, and now it's going to put Heart in the corner. TV sets up one of the classic, yep. Gets a throw, takes some damage, and Heart's going to have one more hit in her. Definitely just inching your way through the life bar. Good push block.
Yeah, super nut. Not a dead character.
Ow. Heart barely lives. Thankfully, Yumi Icicle Super is low damage. No, I think I was trying to input the phalanx, but not able to get it in time. Ooh.
Fuzzies? That's something we have not seen any of, actually.
This man's too cracked, man. He did air DP, active switch to keep it all burst safe.
I like the walkback on Cam's part just to make sure that that DP hit the way that it wanted it to. He could easily have ran back from it. Oh wow, okay, just caught the match there. Gonna be keeping it as simple as it can be and cleaning up that first game with a pseudo perfect. I think he only got hit by the DPs that set.
Yeah, no. Really good job by Cam in that first set. Definitely systematic is how we'll describe that.
Yeah.
We can adjust. I think definitely maybe overextended a little bit. That Heart 2B, maybe call out something, definitely very bold. And then after that, it was throw, oh no, now I have to burst, but I can't because he kept this burst safe and my character's dead. So that was a very just Cam grind you down set.
Yeah, that was a pretty accurate sum up of how that went and how it feels, more or less. I think the thing Wakando needs to keep in mind is just, honestly, he didn't really do much wrong. He just kind of guessed wrong in a couple situations, and that ultimately led to his demise. But it doesn't really matter if Cam is going to be doing the same. Not going to be able to react to this pretty slow J236B overhead and take like half health for it. Damn. Not going to be able to convert. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Tried to maybe go into Valiant, baiting hard on the burst there. Damn.
Oh
but
no!
Unfortunately,
dropping combos now. Good pickup. Going to princess in a safe jump, ambiguous high low situation, goes low, yeah. Good call out.
Yeah, just playing a little pretty simple here. Cam just trying to feel out how Wakanda wants to play the neutral. Surprisingly, no punish on the Yumi there. Gonna be able to super out, no flash? Yeah, okay, yeah, ready for it regardless. Ooh, nice pickup. Gonna be able to recognize the hit and. Okay, I thought that was a 2B for a second.
That was a burst. Definitely, especially because now you're catching Cam with no meter, so Yumi does get a hit, not gonna be able to kill. Keeps the burst safe. I guess I agree. Ooh, and
reset?
Yeah. The character is so low. I hate that reset. Bro,
I had a feeling he definitely wanted to kill the character, and the best time to do that was before the burst came in. So he was gonna reset that for sure. And good stuff to him for doing so.
All that footage is out there now, Cam. But doesn't matter if you get the win here. Going to try to do the air reset. Good air DP. Tried to set up an unblockable using Yumi unfreeze and assist, but
I think that hit same side. Actually,
extremely, yeah. But Wakando with an excellent response, denying the reset and then ending Cam's hopes of winning that match 1-1.
Yeah, no, I think the timing on the 6A on Cam's part when he tried to interrupt the homing was a tad unfortunate. He had the right idea. He wanted to stop the homing before it came in, but with the health that low, I think it's kind of risky to do that. I think I don't remember if he had a lot of meter, but he potentially could have just push blocked her out and played it safe. And she doesn't have to come to them per se, but this character doesn't really have a lot of good ways to like force you out. So it wouldn't really. Oh my god!
I wanted to.
Okay. Thank God.
Happy birthday! Kind of messing it up. Understandable. Not every character. Oh man, Ken getting caught trying to jump.
Okay, nice timing on the burst. Gonna be able to get the Seth in and force the Oz to play on the
no, bad dive.
Yeah, has the 6 frame, so is forced to RPS with the DP. Yeah, no, didn't get the CC proc. Gonna have to play patient.
Oh, Rekondo's movement, definitely doing their best to force out Cam's meter. Actually did a really good job. Cam can't surrender the big kill now. Only stuck at 1 bar. So this is definitely Rekondo's advantage. Especially not even caring about having an assist bar.
Wasn't able to pick that up, but we were going to be able to pick up the throw there and kill the Yumi, effectively slaughtering any kind of support Seth would have had there. Knife grab, going to be able to set this up and potentially get the safe resonance? No, didn't go for it. Maybe he just wants to save it for a later situation.
Definitely got a lot of health bar to go through. Even after this, it's going to be quite a minute. Definitely putting heart at maybe 1 combo situation. This is what you want to see. Oh, and challenges the homing cancel. This is looking a lot better for Cam, actually. Solo sets against Azrael is very doable.
Definitely. Az does have a lot of options to deal with that. He could just throw out a bunch of growlers and build a bunch of meter from it, but you're not really doing much while that happens. So I think it's a good idea to just continuously throw it out, force Oz to play. Oh my god, wow, okay. Hit him before the orb came out and was able to stall out for as long as possible. Yeah, just get that resonance out of the way. Does not want to deal with that Astral this late into the set. Just, oh my god, getting hit and potentially picking up as well. Oh, getting a really weird hit and unfortunately getting supered for his troubles, but this is still pretty good for Cam.
I don't know, man. He's going to be able to force Seth in the corner thanks to the side switch. Oh, and now Cam has all the bar to just spend on orbs. Mix up, yep. And when you're just down to 1 more hit, that's all you really need. So, yeah, Cam able to clutch that out. Definitely getting Heart out of the way and just being able to play a much better neutral game with Seth versus Azrael. Played a big part in that.
The shades of Combo Breaker are filling it out once again. Seth is Cam's main character, if that is not clear. Like, this is the character that he's been focusing on for however long he's been playing this game now. And I think if he can come back with any character, it's probably this one. He's so comfortable with orbs, he's so comfortable with movement, that he knows his character in and out like the back of his hand, and that really goes to show. And obviously we have players like that that are just in the similar situation, like Wakanda with his heart. He's a heart player through and through. And situations like that just really show you that that's the case. But, man. Nice punish. Gonna be able to cash out for a decent amount here. Put the Seth on a losing hit. Oh, wow.
They're trying to fake out the safe jump. Rekondo just so intelligent. And, wow, that's a lot there.
Not as much as it could have been because he had to carry him to the other side of the corner. But yeah, it works out regardless. Going to be able to force this character onto... Tried to get for a reset situation, I think?
He was trying to be a DPR unblockable, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
But yeah, playing solo Yumi, she's a good character, and but her damage potential goes down a lot when she doesn't have assist to do her funny things. And here, 5 is going to be a start. Oh my god.
Yeah, just confirming straight into the super here. Has another 2 bars so that if he does get another hit, it's just going to be straight confirmed. Gonna swap straight
to get through this whole Azrael health bar. And that's definitely what you're looking for if you are Rekondo.
Nice DP. Yeah, gonna be able to catch the mash here, slowly whittle away the health. Gonna go for the standing combo too. Yeah, trying to go for the reset. Oh no! Didn't believe in the DP, so was just gonna get hit there, losing a bit of momentum. Blocking it out, not going to be able to punish the DP. Attacking the throw. The defense is so strong right now, but he has to be careful. Nice air to air. Oh my god, using the double jump to autocorrect on the JC. Blocking on the side here. Oh no, gets crossed up
forever.
Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. You're too scared to DP in every situation, but that was ridiculous play from both sides. Keeping it together when it's a solo character is really important when you're in a 2v1 situation, but Cam made that look a lot more doable than it realistically should be. But that also means that he is on set point for the tournament, so he has to be careful.
Yeah, Rekondo is threatening to just take the rest of this tournament We'll see if Cam can kind of clutch it out. Definitely. Oh, I don't even know where to start, man. There's just very nuanced play going around, and I think like things like Wekondo being able to dive kick, call out the command grab, wake up option, are just like they're much more aware of their character of the other character's options than they let on. Ooh. It begins. Jumps out from the orb JC setup.
Oh yeah, trying to air heart, keep it simple there, but Wakando playing a very patient game here, not confirming either of those JV hits, unfortunately not doing much of it, but gonna be calling the assist, and oh wow, nod, unfortunately getting that, but picking up with the 5A there, using the degeneracy to their favor, and potentially putting this heart on a single hit situation. Yeah, nice stuff. Gonna be using the command grab. Yeah, catching out all the resources here, just to make sure.
A little bit more bar, but that's fine. Yeah, once you're down to solo Azrael, it is not fun. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just playing it patient here. Doesn't really want to worry about playing the Gustav game. Just going to be able to waste out all of this resonance time and get maybe a decent amount of damage. It wasn't that crazy, but enough to make the Oz scared here. Yeah, there we go. Not dead? Yeah,
you can't get a 5A smart combo at the end there.
Oh, he still
The
got
capture
hit.
from the super, he's so intelligent, but he's still got a long way to go. Do it again? Do it again?
Oh, is that combos?
Wait,
Yeah,
combo?
wow. Okay, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Alright, Wekondo pulling out a similar situation to what Cam was trying to do last game. Oh my god, not like this.
This isn't going to be crazy damage, but it is going to waste out a ton of resonance time, and that's going to be pretty big for the neutral game here. Oh my god, no! He tried to push block and unfortunately got hit in the air. What a precarious situation to be put in, and unfortunately losing the set for it. Wakando taking it in a glorious fashion. Fantastic stuff to him. WNF champion.
What a Azrael combo. But what holy, I don't even know what sequence of events led to that air DP. But wow. Wekondo proving us all wrong, and solo Azrael versus the full Sess Yumi shell. No problem, man. Absolutely no problem. Amazing grand finals and amazing way to end this edition of Wednesday Night Fights.
You love to see it. These kind of tournaments are always fun to watch. BBTAG, as we said earlier, a very volatile game, and you gotta love to see it, you know? And players that are still sticking to it and recognizing how great it can be, and using their understanding of the game just to make it as good as it can be. So, with that, shoutouts to all the players, shoutouts to all 19 of you that showed up. Thank you guys, we appreciate it. Shoutouts to all 50 or so viewers that have stuck around throughout this entire bracket. We appreciate you very much. And shoutouts to our TO team, or staff team, excuse me, with Master Chief in the back doing all the work in the TOs, and Red E30, our man and savior, for streaming everything, as well as my fellow commentator for holding it down on the mic with me and making sense of the bullshit that comes out of my mouth. I appreciate you.
No, man, it was great commentating with you, Mino. This was also just a great Wednesday fight to watch. My eyes are opened every time I boot up and watch someone play BBTAG, especially on the tournament stage. So, cursed, blessed, blurst, amazing no matter how you slice it.
Of course, of course. Shoutouts to both of you, by the way, Mito and Podge, aka Four Sword Kirby, for putting in the work on commentary tonight. Of course, making sense of everything, as said before, but also just gracing us with your wonderful voices on the mic. As always, it's always a pleasure hearing you both commentate this game. Of course, again, as said before, shoutouts to all of the players and all 19 of you for joining the bracket tonight and putting in your best efforts, giving us some quality matches as well as a good quantity of them too. Always wonderful to see a good turnout for this game, and glad to see that things have been on the upswing, especially as of late with the Evo coming and going. So glad to see that drumming up some interest as well. Shout outs to all of you for tuning in, joining us on this Wednesday night / Thursday morning, depending on time zones, of course. Always grateful to have your support through viewership for these brackets. And of course, shout outs to Red E30 for making the stream possible. And of course, always grateful to have him be our regular streamer for the WNF Online Edition BBTAG, and always grateful to have him be part of the team. As always, shout outs, again, to everybody. All of this production would not be the same without everyone involved. And last but certainly not least, big thank you to Level Up Productions for having Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition be a way for us to have the locals experience at home when in-person locals, for WNF at least, are not available at this time. Until that time comes, though, we'll keep it going, keep it rocking, keep the flag flying, and keep fates crossing here at WNF BBTAG Online Edition. This has been Master Chief, TO, bracket runner, and host for WNF BBTAG. As always, a pleasure doing this for you all, and looking forward to next week on the PlayStation platform. But until that time comes, I will be signing off. E30, I leave final closing statements to you. Take us away.
All right. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. Thanks to those who entered tonight. Always a pleasure doing this for you all. Another exciting, good old tag. Thank you to Midori and for holding it down on the mic tonight. A new combo that I feel like we've while, but actually the first time they paired up. Nice to have both of you, especially as a duo tonight. Very nice hearing. Mingle quite a bit, and helping the viewers, and also helping the viewers understand some of the chaos. And as always, thank you, Master Chief, for making sure this bracket ran as smoothly as possible. A comparatively bigger bracket from what I remember as of late for PCX, so either way, it's will run smoothly. Master Chief is behind the wheel. But couple reminders for you all. The message just popped up, so I'll start with that. What's Frames GG wants to send out to see Otaku. They're doing it with a fundraiser campaign. Want to help out with that? Click that link there. Onto some other news. Big 8 is on a bit of a hiatus, but there's something. There will be Blood starts next week, and it's a special tournament. Special rules in place. It incentivizes Astral very much. More information on that tweet. Remember to click that link I just posted and join their Discord for more. Into the near future, Railfire Legion. It has their tournaments for the PS4 platform. Permadeath Astral rules, the whole business as the same as good folks over. Sure to check them out and stay updated with not only their BBTAG tournaments, but they also host Blood and Strive tournaments. Sure to check them. And last but not least, Intertwining Fates is having their seasonal coming up very soon. Forward to that, there is a pretty big prize pool at the sure to grind up. There are a lot of events with people that are coming very soon, and I hope to see you all at all of them. Below for information. Intertwining Fates. Okay, I posted it. But I think that's going to be it for us. Here. Thank you once again, everyone, for tuning in. WNF Online Edition. Always a pleasure doing this for you all, and next week on the PSN platform. Hope to see you all again here at the same time, same place. You already know that. But now all good things just come. So, safe, stay beautiful, drink your water, tell your friends and family you love them, but most importantly, shout outs to
Shout out to
Shout
Bird
outs to
Gang.
Bird
Bird
Gang.
Gang.
have a good night, y'all.